Welcome to Clash Royale League Asia. We're in week number 3, day number 3. No, week number 2. My bad.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Wow.
Week number 2, day number 3. I'm skipping a little bit because I'm getting too excited about the next patch that's going to come in already.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Tomorrow.
Woo. Good job, G-Clef. My name's G-Clef. Of course, ending life. And it's actually a very exciting day because we've got Group B back again in play today. And we had some crazy action last night.
Yeah. Yesterday, I was casting it. We had 2 2-0s. However, I said this so many times. The 2-0s weren't supposed to be 2-0s. The games were so close.
Yes.
It was so exciting. And like G-Clef is excited right now, Group B is going to be even closer than Group A.
Oh, yes. We have a lot of close games.
Yeah.
Games that goes like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, even some ties at the end where we count the HP left on the Princess Towers. So it's not as common compared to the last seasons, as we do have the tiebreak rule applied for every single game now. So it's going to be really tight and excited about all the players because Group C seems to be having a lot of dedicated two players for each team, and also the ace players for all the teams. And I think it's going to be a lot more packed action. Which is a lot more exciting for King of the Hill also.
Yeah, definitely. And, we were talking about this before cast, but, many of the non-Korean teams, they tend to have, their designated 2v2 players and their 1v1 players. But we do have some Korean teams, even yesterday, OP.GAMING, they were swapping out, 2v2s, putting in new players for 1v1s, and I'm pretty sure that will also happen today again because there are some players that we remember last year and the year before that, but they haven't played yet, so maybe today they'll get the chance to play.
Yep, and overview just flew by. You guys know Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, every single weekend, and week, of course, Thursday is part of the week, so you guys know what's going on. Group A, Group B, we had Group A, Group B go around every single day. And then after Phase 1, then we have Clash of Group A and B together. But for now, we're going to have all the teams fighting each other inside of the groups. Of course, we had one more day of Group A because of yesterday, but it's going to even out with today's matches. That's right. Focus on the right side of your screen. We have Group B coming very soon.
All right. Well, we do have Pronos going up against Kingzone for the first match. This is definitely going to be an exciting match because Pronos, obviously a very strong team. Kingzone, basically a renewal of the team. However, used to be a strong team until they lost, Expo Master and Ho and everybody else. That
Still,
left.
Alpha and TrueFast, I think they're really incredible with their plays. And continuing with OP.GAMING, OGN Entus, just like yesterday, 2 Japan versus Korea and 1 Southeast Asia going against each other. And last but not least, Chaos Theory versus Kicks, Southeast Asia teams going against each other. Already on to match 16, 17, 18. So we're getting our league ongoing. China's been having week 7 for them. And Clash Royale League West is coming soon. I don't know exactly what the date is going to be for opening. But we have all the confirmation on the teams, so it's going to be very exciting.
Definitely. And now on your screen, we do have Pronos from Japan. You guys noticed the roster, 5 players. And like I said before, many of these teams, there's basically maybe 1 or 2 teams that has only 4 players and everybody else 5 to 6. And they'll be rotating because only 4 are allowed to come on stage. So we'll see who'll be coming on today, but a strong team like Pronos, do they even need rotation?
I do not see Raiki.
Yeah.
I'm
Raiki Jones.
seeing a lot of social media that Raiki Jones is having a fun time in Korea, but he's not here. Seems like he's not going to be in the roster today, but we've got Kingzone. The 4 players.
Yep.
Of course, one's going to be on the bench. Alpha, July, Nuri. We had TrueFast playing 1v1 and some King of the Hill last time. You showed some off-meta cards in the meta decks, I would say. Like meta deck,
it's like a variation.
Ending up with some free spells. So he had some style going on. Some good, not a bad win rate for himself. So let's see who the roster is. We have July, Nuri, also Alpha. Alpha is also a 1v1 player. So we'll see.
Yeah, Alpha and TrueFast, we were talking about whether Alpha will come out or TrueFast will come out. But, both of them are definitely, like you say, definitely a formidable 1v1 player. But, the reason I said I wonder how they'll do against Pronos is because currently Kingzone Dragon X, they're 5th place out of the 6 teams in Group B, and Pronos is number 1. So, just on paper, we're having a 5th place team go up against the 1st place team.
Yeah, we're starting to see which teams are going up higher and lower. Here's the entry, though. tornado bans set for Pronos for
Alright.
2v2, 1v1, make a Booyah 10 God, 2v2. They're trying that again. No Rad and Reiki Jones. Of course, we didn't see Reiki Jones on the screen. And Koda, didn't really see him playing too many 1v1 in the set.
Yeah.
But staying with that tornado ban for Pronos, for Kingzone, there's going to be July with Nuri, and it is Alpha for 1v1, and Royal Giant ban for 2v2. Of course, that makes a lot more games a lot more exciting.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And the Musketeer ban for 1v1, not as common.
Yeah, not as common, but you know, Alpha, he definitely has something in mind because he has played this season at least a lot of 1v1s and a lot of King of the Hill as well. So he's showing us that he's a strong 1v1 player. So when he bans the Musketeer, he knows what he's doing and he knows what he wants, especially. So we'll see what he'll decide to bring out in the 1v1s.
Let's see, but we gotta start with that 2v2. As last time, Megan Booyah Tengar, I believe they had some fun games. Fun games, I mean, if you win, it's fun, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All the games.
All the games.
It's fun, but if you win, it's always better.
Yeah,
it's a lot more enjoyable. You tend to play one more game when you win.
Definitely.
Until you lose.
Yeah, exactly. When you're on a winning streak, it's like, all right, I guess I'll play until I get that one loss and I'll stop playing. But when you get that one loss, you're like, all right, so I'm gonna, since I lost, I'm gonna win one and then I'm gonna stop.
Or if you hit your
non-stop.
highest trophy, you stop there and you start playing 2v2.
Yeah. That's actually what I do. You know, I've been doing that.
It's not just you ending. I think it's a lot of players.
Yeah.
Well, here we have July and Nuri. Okay.
Okay.
Last time it was Nuri. I believe one of the first ones were Nuri and Alpha. I think Kingzone's trying to change the 2v2, see which chemistry works better, which communication works better. Yesterday, I was noticing the teams with 2v2 having a lot of hand signatures and communication really worked out for Brand.
Yeah.
I think that it's not required, but having some kind of those communication system in that 2v2, I think that's really important in game.
Yeah, definitely, because you talk about the gestures and the communication by, you know, hand motions and stuff. There was one time where, you know, they were doing a 2v2 and one of the players kind of signed his teammate with a hand, and I thought it was a technical issue, but it wasn't.
Okay, those then the referee standing behind has to look carefully if it's a technical issue or not. But with that music, let's get the day ongoing with some action starting from 2v2 top. Kings on Dragon X in red and at the bottom Pronos in blue. But Royal Giant ban, when Royal Giant wants banned, we've seen some crazy, those heavy rocks crawling through the arena.
Yep. We got the two miners to just do some poke damage, but they're going to just defend it with that giant snowball. But the Lava Hound is going to be sent on the left side with the Baby Dragon to support it.
Tombstone as a counter against the skeleton barrels, but that's not too big of a deal as the Pronos, we have a defense with the Inferno Dragon.
Very nice play.
Okay, stunning. Gaining some more time, but there's not much of a big push following that lava. Only a Baby Dragon, nothing like the Balloon or the Mega Minion or even the Lumberjack that pairs up with the Rage. So this one, Kingzone just throws it with that early starting hand.
Definitely. If that Scale Barrel actually took away the aggro of Kingzone's Baby Dragon a little more, I think, you know, Pronos could have defended it a little bit better with the Infernal Dragon connecting to the Lava Hound, like maybe one more second. It would have killed it earlier, but you know, it's still a good push, I guess, in a way.
Yep, just having those skeletons basically means waste your elixir on the other side. I think Pronos wants Kingzone to not focus 100% on their own attack, so focusing a little bit, good fireball to get all the pubs and knock back onto the Mega Minion. And with that Inferno Tower and the Dragon, I think Pronos can set up a really nice defense against all those lava.
Yeah,
definitely. So no real problem, and they ended up doing some more damage with their own miner. So off to a good start for Pronos.
Tombstone is placed. Nice poison. Okay, that's going to get the guards away as well.
So we're seeing few less earthquakes because of poison, and because of too many earthquakes, we are focusing on air units a lot more.
Definitely.
And that eventually just overcome after a few weeks of the start of the play of the league. We went back to poison now, so I think we're gonna see a lot of variation in between those three.
Yeah, the earthquake meta is already done.
It's not done.
Yeah, I know.
But they're trying to have some mind games in between.
Exactly.
A miner getting some ice wizard on the damage,
and the poison is also helping out a lot. So that one pup is attacking with the miner, and look at all the damage it's done with the poison as well.
And compared to that, Pronos miner was locked by the guards perfectly on top. So poison is doing damage, but tide has turned for Kingzone a little bit.
That poison is actually, it did a lot. It got rid of the bats and the baby dragon that had very low HP.
A whole lot of bats, and a zap to clear all of them. And activates the King Tower, 572. So let's see what else that actually changes. A good knockback from the snowball, activating the King Tower.
Ooh, the lightning, the poison,
overtime,
and
spells.
the miner! And that last miner gets that hit.
Yes, Kingzone, good way of defending. Blocking some damage from miner. Good prediction with those guard placements against the miner. When you think the miner is going to go back, it was actually in front. They had perfect prediction. So stopping those chip damage, I think, overall counted, which led them to actually finish the tower at the bottom.
Yeah, definitely. Because you talk about that, you caught that very well, the miner guard defense by the Kingzone. If that miner wasn't defended by the guards and he was able to get 2 to 3 chip damage, as you say, I think the tower HP could have been very similar to each other right before, you know, all the spells were
and look at that. Electro Wizard does come down, but miner got that Ice Wizard plus got some extra damage onto. And look at that. Lightning spell, of course, doing about 307 damage directly onto that tower. They had some more direct damage, I would say, in terms of what Kingzone could have done.
Well, either way, it was still a close game, even though Kingzone had some great plays, I guess, in a way, kind of predicting where the miner will go, placing the guards down, and constantly kind of heavily pushing Pronos and not giving them a chance to kind of counterattack other than defending and hoping that, you know, some of the units survive to do a counterattack. But Kingzone very well placed with the baby dragon and the mega minion to support that lava hound.
Yeah, lava and supporting back damage from the baby dragon. It's mostly taking hits from the Inferno's lasers, but what's doing damage is miner and a few of the extra spells that connect with it, like the poison and lightning. And I think Kingzone did a slightly better, a little cleaner compared to what Pronos did. But game's not over, only 1-0. Let's continue with game number 2. Same sides. Usually when we have a tornado ban, we do see a lot of lava. And Royal Giant ban, so second one to go is lava. From time to time, especially from China, we've been good attempt on the knockback of the miner, but not close enough. We've seen a lot of golem decks coming back into the meta when the Royal Giant is banned. So let's see if that ever comes out in Asia at all.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that, but the flying machine, oh, I feel so bad for it. I love the flying
Some
machine.
of the skeletons should drop in the river. Because they're so small.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And drown. Yeah, but there we go.
Oh, no, but they don't drown, though. They're skeletons.
That is true. That is true. They may float. But either way, we do have that lava. Oh, this time we have the balloon in the back.
Some change up. So Fireball actually knocking the balloon onto the right side. So that's why they have to drop a lot more elixirs than what they should have done.
Yeah, just now, Kingzone zapped the Infernal Dragon to get that laser away from the lava hound.
But also not the perfect, not a perfect poison from Kingzone. So this push is actually somewhat effective. And Kingzone low on elixir.
Alright. I guess in a way it was well defended, but now we have
this was going to be a lot of damage. Pronos wants to push this because they know that Kingzone had low elixir to get that defense going with the tombstone. Miner doing free damage.
Oh my gosh. Like, you know, this is the best when, you know, your miner is not interrupted because they're so low or they're just going to let it go. But either way, Kingzone just now, they committed too much to defend the entrance of the bridge. That miner just did free damage and it got so much HP down. It shouldn't have.
It was right before that. The poison, offensive poison was placed a little too towards the south. Yeah. And it didn't really have its effect against the units too much. I think that was the reason why. And this one, dragging into the Inferno.
Ooh, nice landing. But the giant snowball pushes it back a little bit. He is coming down as well. The balloon is not going to do too much. The miner is connecting. Once again, guards are a little bit late.
Not bad for Kingzone. I think they wanted to have the prediction and just get the damage done. Like, they knew that they were late on that placement near the miner anyhow. Here comes the offensive poison from Pronos. They want to finish it before time runs out.
You got the double scale barrel here to kind of keep the eyes off of King Zone for now, but
with double bats and a zap to reset that Inferno, buying some time for that lava. Baby Dragon is not really connecting, but getting all those small ones out of the way.
Miner going, nice prediction.
But pushing, now that miner does connect, and with that poison and the log, it should be game for Pronos. They catch up. It is 1-1.
Wow, like I predicted, super close games, super exciting. It's going to be a long day, and I'm happy for it. A lot of Clash Royale action.
You don't sound excited. You didn't sound excited for a moment.
I can't scream while I'm, I can't be like as if I'm watching this at home on Thursday.
It's going to be on a Thursday. It's a Sunday though.
Yeah.
You gotta have some more energy ending, you know. Well, with that 1-1, Pronos really pushing when they know when it's the best feeling on 1v1 and 2v2. When you sense something and you know that the opponent just cannot defend against you because they do not have elixirs. You just know. You can't do exact calculation of like, okay, I have 1.345 more elixir than the opponent. No. But you kind of know the timing, okay, I can push this.
Yeah, because like that instance where, not this one, but the one before this where that miner did 3 damage, you know as Pronos, all right, they poured out everything.
Yeah.
And we were able to get past it, especially obviously miner just digs under the ground. So miner goes through, Ice Wizard also went through for a little bit. And when you do that and when that lands and it works as you planned it, it just feels so good.
Oh yes, and Pronos, they knew exactly when to push it. It is Sunday and we have a lot, actually, says let's go King Zone.
Yep.
All day.
Playoff.
To the playoff.
Every day.
It is Sunday. We have a lot of youngsters, Clash Royale future, in the audience joining us. And I believe we give out some free food and snacks here.
Yeah.
So we had some popcorns last time.
I was going to the bathroom and in the entrance of the stand, right?
Elixirs?
Yeah, they had popcorns, I think, or something like that, and they were giving it out. I was like,
last season we had like socks and elixirs.
I wanted to ask for one.
What happens when you drink elixirs? I know we use
Double
it to
elixir.
use the card, but we have the timeout. Of course, this is an important one, as if you bring your 2v2, you can just finish out with that 1v1. Don't have to worry about the King of the Hill. Kingston's gonna use that first. Let's see what kind of changes. We've seen a lot of lava coming out from King Zone. It seems like it's working, but I think that one fireball dragging pushing the balloon to the side made Pronos spend a lot of elixirs. I think that actually cost them a little bit. Of course, Pronos ended up winning it, but those kind of changes from King Zones are going to find the opponents by surprise. I think that's basically required for game number 3. Of course, they can keep the same if they have the confidence to do it better.
Well, we have the leaves flying around. We have the music coming out for our last game of set 1.
Ice Spirit. If that's not taken care of, with the Ice Spirit, it actually does like 1,000 damage with just the barrel.
Yeah. Barrels, like if you leave it alone, it does too much.
Oh yes, after the patch.
Oh,
let's see how much more damage it does, and how many more times are we're going to see that in the league?
Yeah, it's gonna be Clash of Goblin Barrels.
Yes, Clash of Goblin. Right now it's Clash of those big guys.
Yeah, fatty. There we go. We have the Rascal going, tanking the damage of the Baby Dragon.
I love the placement of the Rascal and the Dark Goblin, so that poison doesn't catch everything together. Exactly. Pronos having some real teamwork here.
It feels good when you throw the Goblin Barrel, but it's not a log, and like for instance, a giant snowball is thrown, and they still get like 1 or 2 hits in. It's kind of like the miner when you go in and they predict it wrong, and you get like a couple more hits in.
You can kind of predict because the snowball wants to knock it back and activate the King Tower.
Yeah.
So you kind of know that it's going to be off to the side, the furthest away from the King Tower. All right. So those are the predictions. Nice miner to delete that princess.
and the Inferno Tower goes on the miner as well, so it's going to buy them some time as well for the Lava Hound and everything else to get in, but yeah, nice snowball.
But raged Baby Dragon.
But it was a defensive poison and a snowball, so they committed a lot to defending it. Yeah, this feels bad.
Yeah, they also have a log.
Yeah.
So Kingzone, they have a lot of tools. They also got some lumberjacks, guards, so a lot of defensive moves.
Get rid of that early.
Oh, Bats
God.
just coming into time to block that Mega.
Here we go, the Rascal's coming through. Last time the placement, like you said, was...
Oh, the Goblin's connecting two shots, and the Rascal Boy!
Oh,
that's
gosh,
110 each.
It's connected. And another one, they rotated. They're just taking turns putting down the Rascals.
Yeah, both Pronos having the classic barrel, the log bait.
Yep.
And Kingzone do have the log, but when you are out of that many spells, that's going to be the main problem. And Mirror Miner is supposed to connect to the towers, but because of the Princess, it's always going to the other side. So Pubs connecting few damage. It's actually about the same.
It's very close right
113
now.
difference.
There we go. They don't forget to log. Oh, there we go. The second. Snowball. There we go.
And then prediction onto the, just in case the guard come. Early snowball from Pronos.
Now the chip starts happening with the Princess.
Oh, the second shot comes. So nothing real big dangerous coming down from Kingzone early on. So Pronos, they have some time.
Look at the HP of the Princess Towers. They're very close with the offensive poison and the miner actually landing, and the guards are going to land as well.
As long as this one is defended okay, the Princess is going to push the left side also.
Yeah.
So Pronos, they have the after turn. They have this turn to push. There's a lightning, 105.
100 damage left.
With this, another snowball, yes, that's gonna do it with the zap. 56 each.
Yep.
And Kingzone, having the lightning helped them so much.
Yeah.
Timing to reset the Inferno Tower and having some direct damage, same as game number 1.
Yeah.
I think they won in the use of spell. Of course, Prono, they also had some great rotations.
Yeah, there were some moments where Pronos had to use a defensive poison once or twice in that last game, and I guess I'm not saying if that poison was used offensively they could have won, but whenever you use especially a poison for defense, I guess it's a little bit worse for your side than using it on the offensive and deleting the opponent's units on their side.
I think Pronos, not a mistake, but because they have been using a lot of skeleton barrels from game 1 and so on, it's not common that we see a log in 2v2. It's not really common right now in the meta, but Kingzone just had it in game number 3. I think that was the biggest difference. Even if you have Barbarian Barrel, it's okay, but having a log makes a huge difference against all those small units that comes through directly with the barrel and comes through the bridge from Pronos. So Kingzone had a lot of advantage by having that log.
Exactly, and the use of lightning, I guess Kingzone, since they are running the Lava Hound, they want to make sure that it gets as far as possible. And like you were saying, the spell damage that came from Kingzone throughout all 3 games, to be honest, even the game that they lost, they were focusing on that spell damage as well. So at the end of the day, they won 2 out of 3, and they came out the victors. And I guess it is the spell damage that helped them out.
Oh, that Mega Mini also connected once with that rage. So all those chip damage, one shot at a time. The Baby Dragon, the guards.
Yeah.
So Pronos did have some incredible placements with those Rascals and the Princess, Dark Goblin, and we showed real good teamwork. I think it was really close up to a single spell.
Definitely. Well, it's time for Kingzone, especially July and Nuri, to kind of start winning this 2v2, because in week 1, match 6, it was July and Nuri coming out on 2v2s, but they lost everything. So good thing that they actually came out the victors. But now we are to number
1v1 is what we have. Koda. Oh, Pronos Rising Star. Let's see if he will become the Rising Star. I think it's a little too early to call him that yet, because we have incredible line of talents, and especially not just I'm not talking down on Group A, but Group B is stacked for a lot of players, and also Alpha from the Korean commentators. They've been just praising this player, And of course, we don't have too many numbers. Actually, not the best King of the Hill. But let's see what he can do in best of 3 1v1.
Yeah, the Korean commentators praise him for being so good at a young age. However, I like him because he has a lot of enthusiasm and emotions whenever he wins and loses, and he brings out also some unique decks that we don't usually see, or maybe we do see, but he kind of changes it up a little bit with variations.
Let's see. I'm ready for that 1v1 Musketeer ban. Of course, that's not the most common one. Let's go in. Tornado is banned, so we can expect some free minor placements and maybe some Goblin Barrels.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they decide to bring out.
And Hog.
Okay. Hog and Bats to defend it with the Giants. Okay, just one
Only
hit.
one shot.
Bullseye.
Alright, he's just going to decide to use the poison to get rid of that princess, not give her the early advantage. Goblin Gang, ooh, that Spirit Goblin takes a little bit of damage. So for now, it's just a trade that we are used to seeing here, going back and forth, kind of investigating what the opponent will do and trying to get your cycle in order.
So Hog cycle. Instead of the Musketeer, I think Alpha brought the Princess inside. It's a really common one, but compared to what Koda has, with that Prince and Prince Minor comp, Poison, one of the most common one. Koda wants to go for the meta and win that. But it's actually, in terms of speed and the cycle that Alpha has, it's sometimes really hard to catch it all the time.
Even though, yeah, like Bar Barrel is going to delete a lot of the units that Alpha is going to be sending out. However, like you said, the cycle is going to be, it may be the difference maker in
Yeah,
this
with that
game.
Skeleton Army, it is not as that cheap compared to the regular, the 2.6 Hog cycle.
Yeah.
But still not bad with that Princess.
Tower is put down. I'm gonna just leave that be for now because the Dark Goblin and the Princess,
That's gonna be the
splitting.
main problem when he deletes that Inferno. I think he was predicting bats, but still good enough. With that slow, he's got the Goblin Gang to take care of. So Alpha's found a really good cycle for himself. And Koda, when he wants to attack, right now the cycle isn't really perfect for him.
Yeah, but still, I guess in the sense of Princess Tower damage, it's very similar. It's only 12 difference right now on the left side. And finally, the Mega Knight is put down. Here we go.
With that Skeleton Army, I thought it was something else. And Mega Knight also added to that Hog Inferno.
No jump though coming from Mega Knight, but
yeah, the
still.
Snowball had to delete all the small ones, and Dark Goblin actually outranges the Inferno. So let's see how much Inferno actually keeps up. Great Barbarian.
Yeah, that jump is gonna hit.
It does.
Alright, you can see that Alpha is happy, even though right before that attack it was very close. Like I said, 12 HP difference, but still it's going Alpha's way as we see him express himself.
Yeah, with those bats. Alpha's drawing that snowball so that he can catch up at the charge.
The Goblin Gang wasn't able to pull.
Okay, that actually opens up another wave attacking for Koda.
Yeah.
He has a minor, so that's going to be the real big problem. Okay, Dark Goblin does connect to the bottom left. So that's something else. Good poison, catching both the Princess.
Alright, now Alpha's doing that crazy fast push cycle, not giving Koda any room to breathe, but
Koda wanted Infernal Tower to connect to the bats instead, but didn't really happen perfectly.
Alright, so the minor and the Prince here, Goblin Gang. It's very unfortunate because Alpha wasn't able to pull that Prince on the right side.
One shot of Prince.
And the poison. Now,
but
the
in
chip
terms
damage.
of the speed and cycle, Alpha does have it.
Yep.
And the chip damage from the Dark Goblin has to be stopped like this. Last time it wasn't perfectly guarded.
So the cycle has changed a little bit for Koda before he had to defend the Dark Goblin with
that
the
Princess! It always happens.
So Goblin Gang was used for the minor and Skeleton Army for the
Inferno
the
Tower is
Prince.
a little too slow with low elixirs!
Oh! It's gonna land. One shot.
Yeah, but the Dark Goblin also survives, so...
No, he's gonna finish it.
Yep, that's it, Alpha. Koda had to make that hard decision. Either I get the Hog Rider and lose to Dark Goblin or the other way. So, we're saying that Alpha had that speed, of that cycle. Not the most common deck we see every day in the league, but I think Koda was caught up just a little bit.
Yeah, the Inferno Tower from early to like mid-late game was very well placed, and it was doing its job, even though, like you said, the Dark Goblin on the other side of the river kind of, deleting it every time the Hog was going through with the bats. However, the defense was pretty solid until the end, and I was talking about how the cycles changed a little bit for Koda, and he had to decide, like you were talking about, and that's when the shift started happening.
Yeah, and this was the moment where, okay, Alpha found himself, wait, my Mega Knight costs 7 elixirs? I don't have to use that.
Yeah.
I got my Goblin Gang against Miner, my Skeleton Army against the Prince, and my cycle without that Mega Knight will be so cheap, and I can out-cycle the opponent. And I think Alpha just had the right choice here, and a perfect choice when opponent was lower on the elixir. You had the Dark Goblin, and it was really about the Dark Goblin and the direct Hog Rider. Koda had a hard time defending against both.
Yeah, he had to choose. And like I was talking about, in the beginning, the Dark Goblin was defended by the Prince, and later on, the cycle kind of shifted for Koda, and he had to kind of use the bats, and then the Prince for the Princess. So it was kind of going back and forth. But for Alpha, like you said, the fast cycle, he didn't care what he was going to use because he had the Skeleton Army and the Goblin Gang. So in order for Koda to come out on top, was that Inferno Tower doing a lot of work for him and kind of create an opportunity for him. But Alpha just outplayed him.
Oh yeah, in case of something heavy, lots of units. He had the Mega Knight, but don't have to use it. And Koda and Pronos, ooh, if they lose one more game, they lose the match. So they got to use the timeout. We have some extra time here. As I don't think Koda played bad in any ways, but Alpha just had a really good cycle deck, which he can, because it's a little slower for Koda when you have the faster cycle, you can gain that elixir advantage. Of course, you have to have all the skills, but just knowing that how good these players are for both sides, Alpha was using that to his advantage a lot. And Koda, maybe he's gonna go back to his own really cheap cycle deck. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they decide to change it up to. But Alpha, like we said, he's a new dude on the block. However, he's won a lot of 1v1s in the past this season already as coming into as a newcomer.
Let's see. Is it going to be another Hog? And the meta deck from Koda, or a change-up? This could be the last game of the first match. Good luck.
I personally didn't.
Thumbs up.
I don't expect this to go this way. But if Kingzone does go 2-0, this is going to be a huge upset for Pronos here.
It may be a wake-up call for Pronos. I'm not saying Pronos has been playing bad, but
like I said,
quite unexpected, as Pronos is really having a good flow right now in the league.
Alright, we have the things down.
Just by 2. Just by those two cards. Another Royal Giant deck. Come on! It might not be. Who knows?
Yeah. Alright, well, they're both showing the exact same 3 cards here right now.
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes you can have Lumber or the Guards. Yeah, these 4, either the Poison, Baby Dragon, a staple for a lot of Royal Giant decks.
It's gonna hit once. There we go. Finally, the Royal Giant is shown. Oh gosh. It's gonna be just the Royal Giants shaking hands on the bridge.
Yeah, when we have the Poison Snowball, it's not as common. We have Lightning altogether with 3 spells. So that's something that Koda has to think about here. And nice when he has his own Lightning, so connecting at least a little.
Well, the lightning damage and that one hit from the Royal Giant, I guess it's a lot of damage.
Okay,
as you see.
That wasn't a Prince, it's a Dark Prince.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Alpha really taking it to the next level of decks, some variety. Of course, we have the staple 4 or 5 cards for the Royal Giant deck, and I'm thinking it may not be a Royal Giant now with the Dark Prince from Alpha. I think he's trying to hide one, just knowing his playstyle and how he has been playing.
He wants to surprise him at the end when he has that chance to win. So until then, we're just gonna be seeing, especially Alpha, just cycle through what he has shown us.
I think Koda feels that too.
Yeah.
And that's why he's placing the Electro Wizard all the way to the back. Okay, he's gotta have something Royal Giant or something weird, so I gotta be ready. So chipping down for some attack, and he's putting Lightning down first because there's nothing big to attack directly. And also if he puts Royal Giant, that's a lot of elixirs.
But he does put it down,
does,
though.
okay.
But he does put it down.
He has a setup with that furnace.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was waiting for that time.
2 shots. Ooh, gets off only 2 shots.
Okay. That could have been an okay time for Alpha to put down a Royal Giant if it was. So certainly we're waiting for something. 10 seconds left.
Right now, in terms of HP, Alpha is behind, and I guess he doesn't feel the need to kind of go for that finish yet.
Sudden death.
Poison's not gonna happen. But yeah,
okay. Either there's got to be something that Alpha wants to finish it with one single blow. He wants to find this perfect cycle or perfect push for that, but Royal Giant still walking towards Furnace first.
Everything is being put down on the bridge.
Good slows, good stuns. And of course the guards coming down for Koda. Oh, it's the graveyard for Alpha.
Graveyard. Here we go. It's actually going to land. Now he has to pour everything into defense. And then Ewiz is actually doing a lot of work right now. Yeah, he's going to end up dying, but he definitely got his elixir worth.
Okay. Somewhat worth, but was that really worth this much of a weight? Of course, the difference is not too big. Only 70 HP difference on the left side. And with that graveyard, Alpha is just looking for that final one shot. And Koda's got that furnace set up.
Here we go. Nice poison here.
Okay, poison.
So now just get the lightning.
A good D from Alpha. Actually, Dark Prince doing so well in the defense. Oh, this baby are going.
Okay.
Oh, it almost went to the tower directly.
Here we go.
And Barb Barrel.
Coming through guards as well.
Good guard placement. Actually not being damaged by the Barbarians at all. But Sticker Skeletons connected few shots and plus the poison. Okay, it's gonna come down. And Koda wants to make the game here.
Okay. Gonna slow it down with the Ewiz and try to finish this off. Lightning. It's not gonna get a hit, but
stuns and slow for days.
Gosh, one more hit from the Royal Giant and Lightning is going to finish it.
Yeah, any more hit
any
plus
hit,
the Lightning is going to finish it. But Alpha's got poison and graveyard. Here comes a combo.
Here we go.
And
a couple hits landing.
Few more hits from the skeleton will finish it also with the snowball.
Oh, that one skeleton.
No, it's 67. It's still not enough damage, but the any kind of spell.
Gosh.
Okay, Koda.
Oh gosh.
You're pushing for it. Alpha, how can you stop this from happening? Only got 3 elixirs.
Lightning and that it.
That's it. And Alpha was waiting for that poison, but Royal Giant with that lightning goes straight. What a intense game of 1v1. I love Clash Royale.
So
it's so fun.
So now I'm thinking, you know, Alpha had just 1 poison for spell and he had the bar barrel.
Yes.
If that bar barrel was a log, and I think whatchamacallit, Koda had 70 HP. So that log, if that bar barrel was a log, I think Alpha could have won.
I have to disagree because in that deck, with that bar barrel, it pairs up with the graveyard.
Oh, okay.
So
that is true. That is true.
You basically need it instead of the log.
That is
and
true.
Against Koda, what Koda had, log wasn't really going to do much. So I do have to disagree.
Yeah. like if you see the whole game, it's just I'm just thinking the log damage could have done the job.
But Koda knew that something was up. Something was coming. He didn't know exactly it was. Maybe he knew because he's so good.
Yeah.
But Alpha was also waiting for his perfect chance. Look at this, 70. If it had 2 more damage from the skeletons, it was going to be game.
Super close.
RNG.
All right, well, now we are going to our last game, Game 3 of Set 2. If Alpha takes this, Kingzone, the 5th place team in Group B, will be cleaning Pronos out in a 2-0 fashion.
That's right. They're going to be sweeping through that hallway here.
They're going to drag Pronos down.
Mikan Booyah Tenga losing 2v2 was a little surprise for me too.
Yeah.
But Alpha can actually finish the match. Just got some exciting 1v1 last game, but this could be the final one once again. Oh, look at that, how intense it was. Alpha shaking his wrist. Oh, I have to get my I have to get my wrist muscles all solved up. Princess.
Ooh.
Another hog.
Maybe he's going back. Go bad princess.
Need something more than the princess. Okay, it was a freeze. Okay, had to reveal that already. He's not gonna be happy.
Yeah, he's definitely not really happy.
And
look at Alpha's face. He's like, oh.
Yeah, also
he forced me.
He wasn't happy first of all, and also the princess was caught. So double unhappiness.
The back for the minor. Minor does get a couple chip damage. Always feels good. Alright, princess down again. Yeah, that freeze could have been big if Alpha was able to hide it, but now it's shown. And here we go, Ice Golem Balloon. Oh, we got the Lumberjack Balloon going through with the 3 bats that are still alive, so that's gonna be cleaned up.
Yeah, by the Rascal Girls, they do just enough damage even. Oh
my god!
Connect!
He got that drop!
Usually it actually cleans up the balloon.
Wow. So, alright, well, Alpha, I guess, even though with that freeze reveal and
maybe one of the Rascal Girl that blows the gum all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe she was a little bit too lazy to shoot the last hit.
She was
man, those Rascals
not doing their jobs.
Yeah, but the deck from Alpha, it's not really. He's not really bringing any common deck, but we've seen it from China just yesterday too.
Oh, okay.
So it's not anything really crazy. And the moment that Koda saw that freeze, I think he was expecting that balloon too. So that final hit from the balloon, it was just a little bit unexpected. Comes to the Inferno Tower.
Inferno Tower may come through. Goblins placed in the back. Princess as well. Alright, the counter balloon is going through, but no Ice Golem to support it. Bats are down there. Giant Snowball was used to defend, so there's going to be nothing to support that balloon.
So balloon, at least you want to connect the death damage to the tower. That's basically what you're going for every single time, to chip damage. Oh, look at that Alpha. He's going to use that freeze to delete the bats.
Okay.
Okay, he wants to push. He has that rage, but a good knockback.
Yeah. If that freeze was able to get the Rascal Girls as well, it would have been like the perfect freeze, but
yeah, that's all about the placement of Koda. Exactly. He's just doing it so well. Okay. And the Ice Spirit.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wow. That actually froze before hitting the tower.
Yeah.
Wow. That was about to hit.
Super quick rotation.
And freeze actually has like some initial delay time before it actually goes. Okay, we're off to a race here. Ice Golem Balloon and against the Inferno Tower on the left with that rage now. Also the bats.
The freeze! He's gotta buy him some time!
But what else? What's after that?
That's
it connects. And the death damage, even before that minor, is going to finish off the game. And Koda brings us to the King of the Hill. Pronos using all that timeout, all worth it. We are tied up, 1-1 set score. Let's see what that King of the Hill brings us.
Definitely, and you know, I am happy that Pronos didn't lose 2-0. I'm not rooting for Pronos, but I didn't expect Pronos to even be pushed back this far. You know, set 1, losing to July and Nuri, Mikamboy and Tengad, probably very shocked. And you know, in set 2, they almost lost. It was a 1v1 to 1.
Great job, Koda. Yeah. Sugoi. Japanese, great job.
Right? Why are you asking me?
Just in case.
Do I look Japanese?
Just in case. But this was a cool matchup as Alpha really brought some non-meta decks today against Koda. And Koda, at first, he was having some trouble adjusting to it, adapting on the fly. But he's got the experience. He's got the skills and everything along with it. Of course, this one he lost.
Even though he lost here, you know, like I said, like up to mid-late game with the Inferno Tower placements, I think he was doing a great job until that cycle started to kind of change up. Yeah, exactly. This one. Just getting to come back with
those skeletons, but guards, Baby Dragon defending against it. If that snowball came a little bit early, maybe. No, that was going to be close anyhow, but a really close game with 2. Second one, and Alpha, first of all, revealing that freeze and using that freeze as a defensive move twice.
Yeah.
that was a tough game for him.
Exactly. I think the freeze reveal just gave Koda the go sign to kind of play around with Alpha's deck because he knew how he had to defend. So I guess in a way, Koda just, I mean, Alpha revealing that freeze, you know, did a number on him.
And what Alpha had, Princess, when the Musketeer is banned. Musketeer actually is an okay card to go in that deck.
Yeah.
Princess against the Balloon, not too ideal. Against Bats, okay, but Bats usually gets taken by the Snowball oftentimes. Or Zab, which is actually not really in the meta, but coming back slowly in the meta. So there's some difference that it could have done. Here we go. We do have the entry. Rat Koda, Mikamboya, for Pronos, Tornado Ban. Of course, they're sticking with that Tornado Ban all the way today.
All right, Royal Hog Ban as well here. So we're gonna we'll see. Mikamboya and Truefast at the boss's seat here.
Yeah, they're the final boss. They're the Bowsers, man.
Yep.
You gotta take them down. No, not me. I was just getting into Mario so much for a second. But Nuri, Alpha, Truefast. We may get the rematch of Koda and Alpha in the middle too.
Yeah.
And a Royal Hog ban. Okay, not as common. You just want to have some throw bans here, as their ban was Royal Giant, Musketeer, Royal Hogs. Rad did play in 2v2 with Raiki Jones before. And as you can see, only numbers on the left side with blue.
Exactly. Only the numbers by the W. He is a winner. But we'll see what happens here. You know, it'll be crazy if he wants to keep this win and not get a 0. He just sweeps 3-0 in this King of the Hill and just finishes the game. And just keeps all the numbers on the left side at the end of the day. Yeah,
of course we see a lot of Royal Giants, but meta is going wild with the variety of the other cards that we see with the Royal Giant, or we see a lot of P.E.K.K.A, Battle Ram. That used to be the crazy meta that's always on top, but P.E.K.K.A with Ram Rider has been really a thing for China for the past couple days.
Yeah.
And also some log weight with the Prince or log weight with Mega Knight.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of Mega Knights these days. So those things can catch you off guard.
Yeah, exactly. And you talk about the P.E.K.K.A and the Ram Rider, and you know we've seen a lot of the variation. P.E.K.K.A Battle Ram, Ram Rider, sorry, or Mega Knight Ram Rider as well. So you know, these unique decks that China has been playing is coming into Clash Royale Asia as well.
Yeah, that's right. Oftentimes, what's seen on China, it's played by a lot of these pros and also becomes a meta soon. It's been done in history a lot of the time, so that's why I'm mentioning a lot about China. And for now, it is the only other league that we have in terms of this level of competitive.
All right, Nice Spirit and Zap. Zap is also one of the spells that I personally like.
Expo? No. Just because I have Expo with Zap on level 13.
Oh, really? And I also
Is it Expo?
Is it Expo? It'd be crazy if there was an Expo emote and he would have answered that.
Giant to pair up.
Ooh, Sparky!
Against Giant, of course, really good card. But Nuri does have the Lecture Wizard. Okay, Rad has to make a second move here. A second way of winning.
Golden Giant.
But Nuri actually has to cycle that Electro Wizard now. So, gotta throw things down. Let's see the Elixir and how much damage it takes by doing that.
The guards are also very good. They take 2 shots away. Oh, Nuri, you see him.
It's gonna go down right before. Good zap timing. Yep. But Nuri ended up spending so much Elixir because of that.
Exactly. Yeah, he was trying to cycle as fast either to the E-Wiz or the Zap, and he does defend it successfully. But now, the cycle is kind of off with Rad's Sparky here. The E-Wiz is coming down at the off time where the Sparky isn't. So now it's going to happen again the next time the Sparky comes out.
There's a Goblin Giant deck with the Musketeer instead of the Hunter here from Rad. As it's going to be really hard for... When Nuri finds an okay timing with the Electro Wizard and along with the Zap, Sparking won't really do too much, but the Giant Prince. See the push here?
He's gonna commit here, so
a little bit of surprise. He's also got guards. Go-Gang and the Musketeer connects from the left, so not bad, and Nuri's got a lot of elixir, so this defense should be crystal clear.
And
never mind. He's focusing on the right.
Yeah. And I think the EWIS cycle definitely came through. There we go. It's going to be easy for him now, at least for Nuri to defend. But the Goblin Giant.
The Goblin Giant is pretty tanky, and he basically needs the Prince to lock that on, and the guards. So Nuri, he knew that he has to choose one, or else he's going to lose both.
Back and forth. We need more.
The zap actually almost kills all of them, and with the scratch onto the others, only one punch from the Giant, and he's waiting for that Prince move because he knows that the Goblin Giant is coming soon.
There we go.
The Prince
goes down
a little early.
Yeah.
Because there's no Sparky this time.
Yeah, the EWIS gets deleted here. The Musketeer decides to stay alive.
Will actually connect to
so
the tower
much
soon.
damage.
Okay, guards just in time. Nicely done from Nuri, but because he had to do that, down in elixir, as you can see once again.
Alright, well, now we have Nuri going back and forth from left to right. And now Rad is answering that.
Yeah, because he can just push the Musketeer to one side. Because of that Goblin Giant in opposite lane of that Prince. This one's going to be tough for Nuri.
Oh gosh.
What's going to stop that Goblin Giant? Prince does have the charge, but it's not going to be at the same speed.
Well, the bat's still at least
Sparky in waiting.
It's not being put down right now. The elixir is coming down, but he's gonna just opt to defend it without the Sparky and just push the Goblin Gang who gets deleted.
Did come right next to it, right after. So Rad really having a good prediction.
Oh gosh, it's just the bats.
Yeah,
and
no,
Prince,
no go gang on the right.
Prince.
With the guards, a little late with that go gang. As Musketeer's a little too slow with that speed. Nicely done by Nuri here. Kingzone will take the first game.
Alright, well, Nuri and Rad, they were both just going back and forth left to right, try to bait out, especially for Rad, to bait out that Prince. And you know, it looked good when that Prince was on the right side for Nuri, and Rad was able to get the Goblin Giant and the Miner to the tower.
So Nuri actually sacrificed somewhat and used his own chance with that Prince instead of blocking the Goblin Giant on the left because he did not have it in the same lane as the Goblin Giant. Okay, this Prince might be wasted. I better actually use this to attack because I'm taking more damage if I don't. So having good choice of decision just like that. Trading better is always better for your game. And that's what Nuri did. He knows that Rad does not really have too many ground units after that Go Gang and the Musketeer. So nicely done. Good switch at the time. See right here, no ground units. The bats come, but he didn't really have anything else.
Yeah, there's nothing to block off because, you know, Goblin Giant, Sparky, Musketeer, they were put on the left side. Now, just Nuri, it was a go time for him.
Yeah, it was also really tough for Rad because he has a Sparky and he's up against Zat and E-Wizard.
Yeah. So
after a couple of drops, he didn't really start putting down any more. So that was first game. Nuri takes it. He's off to a second one against Koda, the winner of set number 2.
If Koda wants that rematch, I'm pretty sure Koda doesn't want a rematch because he won set 2. However, if Alpha wants a rematch with Koda, he has to wish that Koda beats Nuri, his teammate.
No, Koda wants that rematch because he wants to win.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, he just wants to win.
Yes, that sounds weird. It sounds weird, but he just has to have the rematch because he wants to win here.
Well, we'll see. We saw Koda come back even when he started off with a loss. He seemed devastated for losing the first game, but he came out on top in game 2 and 3. We'll see if he's able to do the same for his team in King of the Hills here.
We're seeing a lot of 200 IQ plays from all the players. Koda, this time he can use that Musketeer as Royal Hogs are banned.
Yep.
As I don't think we have seen Koda play that Royal Hog in 1v1 yet.
Alright, well, Koda coming out for King of the Hill is nothing unusual. Even in match 5 he came out there, did pretty well.
We're ready. 1 up for Kingzone Dragon X for now. Muscle time. Here comes.
Alright.
Oh, it's actually not Red, it's Koda on the bottom. Red played last game.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, here comes that Musketeer now with that Hog. He just didn't use it last time. Because he couldn't use it because it was banned.
Yeah, it was banned. By the way, the Prince is coming through.
Mini P.E.K.K.A. That's a little bit. But against a Giant, Koda might be actually okay.
Oh, the Earthquake is brought out by Nuri here this time.
And a good defense. So Koda does have a lot of quick cycles with that Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower, Mini P.E.K.K.A. against a Giant. Skeletons, Ice Golem against the Prince. So a lot of winning conditions for Nuri. It's actually cancelled, but Earthquake and those zaps will be the counterpunch. So let's look at how that timing works.
All right, well, now that we know that Koda also has the Mini P.E.K.K.A., Nuri is gonna be want to be careful a little bit with the Infernal Power as well. So it's all about the placements. It's all about the timing.
Yeah,
here.
later on, he might place the Infernal Tower all the way up at the river because of that Earthquake.
Yeah. Look at this.
Nice push.
Infernal Tower for that Giant. P.E.K.K.A. for that Prince. Here we go. The Ice Golem getting a hit.
90. Something like 90.
Yeah.
Close to it.
All right, Hog Rider.
Yeah, buying some time.
You should fall into the river.
No. Hog Rider is always good like that. Yeah. I wonder if Hog Rider will ever be nerfed. That will be the day where everyone will celebrate.
That's when you request it from your clan, so everybody can.
That's where you grab all your papers and throw it and say Eureka.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Another one.
Okay, early Earthquake. He knew that prediction. Good. Koda was expecting that. So a lot of counter punches from both players. And a great knockback and slow. So Nuri doesn't even get close to that tower yet.
Right, another Musketeer. Koda cycled through, so there was 2 Musketeers on the ground. P.E.K.K.A. in the back. Double elixir time now, the Inferno time. Alright, so this is just gonna keep going like this with the Earthquake doing the damage mostly.
So with the zap, and again, with this one, Nuri's gonna have some other type of wizard, I think. I don't think it's gonna be 3 spells. So that's why the Hog Rider may just be stopped, but this Prince is all the way too far back.
There we go, nice Ice Spirit, even though he gets 1 swing.
So he does, for that hit, he saves up the Prince HP a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, zap to reset.
Yep.
This Giant is actually really healthy.
Oh gosh. This time around.
But with what follow-up?
With nothing follow-up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not just that lance is actually longer than a melee range. It actually hits some of the goblins over the river sometimes.
Alright, so the poison put down.
Yeah, the charge is going to delete. So offensive poison from Koda. Let's see what that cost.
Here we go.
Good drag with the Ice Golem.
The Ice Golem and the Skeleton just doing so much and countering that Prince. Here we go. This is it. The Ice Spirit is
yeah, with that it doesn't do anything.
No hit.
So he has to use... Nuri wants to keep this one going.
Yeah.
As, of course, it will be the best with the guards if that blocks it. It blocks all the shots from the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Inferno Tower, but he doesn't have enough cycle and the elixirs. It is the E-Wizard. To reset, he's got some stuns, so this Hog Rider becomes a dummy. But because it's E-Wiz instead of the Prince, he can't really get his own set of attack. But that actually wastes the time of the Inferno Tower, so Nuri changed up a little bit here.
Yeah, he's putting down the Giant in the back first.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. See how Koda is wasting elixirs a little bit?
There we go.
So this one's going to be the game changer for Nuri. With that E-Wiz.
Finally shown the poison on the bridge, though.
It's a good poison.
Yeah. It's going to get everything.
With that slow.
Oh, but the
lovely poison there.
Yeah. Oh, the Ice Golem once again. Hog Rider. Yeah, but the Prince Ice Spirit is just hell for Hog Riders.
My gosh, these players are so good.
Remember, there's 50 seconds, and if it goes down to the tiebreaker, when time runs
850.
out.
And Koda has been doing some poison damage. Okay, he pushes a little bit with this Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be hard.
He does have that Prince timing.
Guard in the front.
And Zap coming back soon. Earthquake first.
Earthquake. Zap? Oh, there we go, Zap. Okay. Prince is full HP. Giant taking the damage, and the Ice Spirit actually came by.
This Prince does a lot of HP!
Oh,
God. I stole him just in time.
20 seconds.
I'm losing my voice here.
Okay. All right, Prince has to be put down again with the Ice Spirit. If not, it's going to get that.
Oh,
Yu is okay.
Stun, just enough. But with that poison, wait.
No.
The damage might be a little more.
Earthquake, Earthquake,
okay. With the
zap as well, yeah. Yeah, it's 5 seconds. It's not going to be good enough.
That's not enough. And with that HP, Nuri's going to win back to back.
Wow.
And he's going to meet that Bowser.
Yeah, Mikamboya.
Booyah.
Mikamboya definitely wants to play, especially coming into this game, losing set 1.
I don't think Koda has to really feel bad. Of course, it's competitive and we have the results.
Yeah.
But Nuri was changing up a lot of different things. He was hiding the Electro Wizard until the end. But still, he was adapting really well so that his towers weren't really connected to that Prince, which was what Nuri was pushing all the time. Even the guards, not really doing any damage to the tower. It was basically both players spell damage.
Yeah. Exactly, and this is why it went down all the way to 0, even the overtime clock running out. And if you notice, the Ice Spirit and the Prince defense for that Hog Rider is just hell. You know, so usually if you just get one hit off, it's worth it, but it wasn't getting any hits.
Yeah, so in terms of poison, it's harder when you are only hitting the units because Nuri doesn't have like an Inferno Tower or structure, but in terms of, for Nuri, he had the Earthquake hitting the Inferno and the Tower all the time. So Koda had to come up with another solution to win the game. It was a tough matchup, and just having this much HP left, it just tells that all these players are so good. And we had the 7,003 on that stage. He always tilts his body a little bit.
He's taking graduation photos. Tilt 30
or prom photos.
Yeah.
Or prom photos. Tilt 30 degrees. Face forward.
this is his habit when there's a camera in front of him.
And also he does that for 2v2.
Yeah.
Just checking for the ban and the time.
Okay.
Left. And let's see. Okay, he's sliding through.
He's
Look at that. Changing this card. This guy slide. This card.
10 seconds left.
Yes. He doesn't even need a paper. Look at that. Coach telling him next to him is like this card. See, we can't even see what he's trying to say.
No lip reading.
Yeah, we can't. we don't know Japanese either. So, but just in case. Oh, look at that. Nuri's in calm, peace state of mind, getting ready for that game 3.
All right. Well, I guess Nuri is our new superstar for King Zone 4 King of the Hill.
He might be, but not yet.
Not yet.
We've got the Pronos himself on the bottom. Another muscle. Never mind. He did that last time, trying to read the pattern. Mikamboya also might have the Hog. Just one. He says, okay. Okay. Yes, Mikamboya also.
Jumps.
Yeah, it jumps through the wall. Perfect time. Okay. Then he has that 2.6 with the cannon.
Alright, here we go, one hit.
And a princess from Mikamboya. This is a little different.
Yeah. Oh, but the mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, it was hitting the ice golem.
One shot, but slow down a little bit. So, in terms of the early damage from straight on from the Hog, well, Nuri certainly winning it. Yeah. But it is actually Mikamboya who can change this rotation with the princess. So let's see how Nuri deals with that princess. He doesn't have anything like the miner, but Log has to be used, basically.
Alright, so we're gonna mirror, basically, but like you said, the princess difference here that Mikamboya brought out for the switch-ups.
With Nuri, with the cannon, you can block against the Hog.
Yeah.
But, which is kind of like the mini P.E.K.K.A. here from Mikamboya, which is not as crisp. Okay, with the minion, it's actually not bad here. But also use that Ice Golem, Ice Spirit. So if Nuri can change those timings, it'll be harder for Mikamboya to actually have perfect defense against the Hog Rider.
Here we go, Musketeer. Ooh, cannon had to be
just
placed.
in time. Just in time, though.
Exactly.
So no direct hit from Hog Rider, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It locked onto the cannon right away. Right, here we go. Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Ice Spirit. Basically, like, you know, what we saw before. When what Nuri was doing with the Prince and the Ice Spirit, kind of defending off the Hog.
Yeah, cannon is basically a replacement card for, I mean the other way. Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah.
But
oh, Fireball. Okay, that's his last card to get rid of that Princess and do some damage to the right side tower.
Might want to push this a little bit further because of that Fireball. He knows that he has some... Okay, little.
All right, Lightning.
Okay, we knew he was hiding something because he threw that Hog down a little too fast.
But look at the bottom right.
I think Mikambuya wanted to do some more damage with that Lightning, really pushing his boundaries. But Nuri, with that counter on the right side, is now to around the same HP.
He's gonna keep that Princess alive. Force Nuri to match his log.
So Nuri's log actually damaging the tower that's at higher HP. So let's see what that costs. Another hit from that Hog on the bottom right, but not the counter from Mikambuya.
Alright, well, we do see that...
Nice read from Nuri with that Ice Golem. He knew that Princess was coming down.
Alright, so it seems like Nuri's going to wait out for that P.E.K.K.A.
Is it
Jump
gonna be
over
lightning?
it.
Lightning timing might be a little too small. Okay, had used the minion already. So Nuri's trying to kill that lightning time by putting the counter attack onto the other side. Ooh, this is intense. One small difference is gonna...
There's still 2 minutes, I think. With the
Fireball?
with the spell damages, I think it's not gonna go down to 0. Oh, doesn't get that hit.
But Mikambuya, Nuri was expecting minions to come out, but it was the mini P.E.K.K.A. first. So good news for Mikambuya. I think he might have been reading that too, which is crazy level of play for Clash Royale.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, Hog gets that hit. Alright, when this keeps going on, Mikambuya with this fireball
with log for Nuri. So he's got that damage going. So Mikambuya, he has to push, choosing the right side.
Okay. He wants to do as much damage, but
his defense,
no defense,
is nowhere near perfect, and Nuri's gonna take the final game 3-0 for Kingdom.
Now he's the new king of the hill. He is the king.
He is the king.
Yeah. He's on top of the hill here. 3-0, bringing a win for Kingzone Dragon X against Pronos, the first place team in Group B.
Seen the power of what the quick cycle, Hog, and the reason why everyone's been playing it, the reason why it's one of the meta deck and one of the highest Grand Challenge win rate deck. If you got skills, you can win. I think Mikambuya was trying a few more things to change it up a little bit, just in case of some other decks coming out. But Nuri just changed up a little better in terms of the cycle for him.
Definitely, and he was able to pull it off. And unfortunately for TrueFast, he just sat there on bench. You know, he was up.
Look at that. He's always like high five, having the BAM with all his teammates, giving them energy. That's actually really.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's mentally and towards teamwork. It actually affects a lot. Yeah.
It definitely boosts up your confidence as a team. And yeah, TrueFast was a cheerleader, I guess.
But still, he was a real good one for the team. And that's not it. The only first match gone. You have Kingzone Dragon X taking it, but next match coming up. You guys, OP.GAMING versus OGN Entus. Stay tuned.
point. I'm the prince with the mustache.
Welcome back to Clash Royale League Asia. OP.GAMING versus OGN Entus is the next match we have. Match 17. So we already went through 16 matches. That's incredible.
That is incredible. But finally, we are not even close to halfway through.
Not.
Not
No.
even
No.
But yeah, we are. You know, when we listen to the match number, right? Like match 17, it feels like we've done so much. Actually, we did play a lot of matches, but still, it's only our second week, right? At the last day of our second week, and this is one of the teams that will be playing in our second match.
Oh yes. They're ready.
Yeah.
Kita-san, Kenzumeshi, Jack, Donnie from OP.GAMING. Let's see what they bring because Jack has been playing a lot of 1v1.
Oh yeah.
Kita-san, Kenzumeshi, drilling that 2v2. Some, of course, we only had a few matches yet. And this is a strong roster that has been showing some power. Of course, not the strongest because they do not have the best record on that match score.
But still, considering OP.GAMING being just a 4-man team, I think all 4 players are able to kind of swap around. And you talked about how Jack was playing a lot of the 1v1s.
Yes.
We'll see if he'll be on that roster for 1v1 against OGN Entus here from Korea. We have Victor, TNT, Thunder, Dandelion, and One Crown. One Crown actually, he's played a lot last year, but in this season 2019 Clash Royale League, he hasn't played yet.
He wasn't even on the stage.
Yeah.
For
We haven't
a long
even
time.
seen him yet.
And TNT has actually moved to a 2v2 from what I've heard. He was supposed to be the 1v1 ace this time, but they also got Victor, who's on the screen. Look at that, chewing gum, being the rascal. Well, not girl, but boy, I guess.
The boy rascal chews gums, maybe. Just didn't show us.
No, we never know what's under his hair. He's got that bang hair.
Yep.
But we've got entry. Lava bands.
'Kay.
Lava bands from OGN Entus. Thunder TNT once again being the 2v2. One Crown actually coming out for that 1v1 as we've seen on stage. Left side blue. OP.GAMING. Royal Giant band. And Lava Hound band.
Yeah.
So okay. What's next? Golems, I think. Kenzumeshi with Jack. OP.GAMING and okay, Donnie. So a little bit of a switch up for OP.GAMING for their 2v2 1v1 roster, I would say.
Yeah, and One Crown, as I was saying, didn't show his face at all this season, but finally he does come out for that 1v1 here. So we'll see how One Crown goes up against Donnie, who actually did play a couple 1v1s in the early weeks of the 2019 season here.
This is the exciting part. When we just talk about the 2v2 first. When these two are banned, we've seen a crazy amount of golem, because once you ban out the most played 2, what else do you have? It's saying, I'm pretty sure you've done practices with the most played, Royal Giant of course, and the second Lava Hound with Minor. What else you got? They're trying to test the next level of play here for both teams, and their ban just happened to be Royal Giant, Lava Hound. So I think we move to the golem section here, and from China we've seen a lot of golem clone and some crazy combos with the freeze. So just thinking about the clone possibility. It's not as common, but it just happened to be seen a couple of times in just one day. So maybe that can come through with the golem.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because like you said, the 2 of the big guys are banned. So, there are only, a limited number of the big guys that people like using, especially in 2v2. So we'll see if they'll go with like the super fast cycle decks on both lanes or whatever to make it crazy.
Just kind of knowing the meta and what the region likes a little more. Japan does seem to like including 2v2 when these are banned, when the real metas are banned. Some Goblin Barrels, just like what we saw from Pronos early on. And if it was Southeast Asia, I would definitely say, okay, we're going Golems here. But still, they have some choices, of course. And even if Lava Hound is banned, you still have a lot of choices. You can still fool the opponent and go for the balloon with freeze. There are lots of these options.
We'll see what both these teams decide to go. But you know, I was talking to you before we went live, and you know, I love seeing fast cycle decks in 2v2s or 1v1s. It's a lot more interesting, and it shows you know how focused each players are that's playing the game. Because you know when you put down the golem, you kind of wait. All right, what are you gonna do? You wait for the response. But when we're doing the super fast cycle decks in 1v1s or 2v2s, you know they gotta keep up with everything, and you know in their heads, so many things are going through elixir counts. You know how to counter, what cards that they have. So it's so interesting to watch when the big guys are banned.
And let's see if we will see more earthquakes or poison. That's something we also need to keep it in our minds a little. We can still go for miners. Of course, miners is the most common one.
Yep, there we go.
How did I know?
Golem.
How did I know?
Yeah. We could just basically recite all the decks and we're
you
like,
can close my
how did
eyes.
I know?
You can close my eyes. But actually, okay, OGN Entus going for some quicker cycles with the miner, and they also have their own prints.
Lightning to stop that charge damage coming through. Okay. Good poison, I guess, in a way. It does catch the fly. Yeah,
yeah,
the
instead of the fireball, they want to drag it. Actually, a little.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. I think that death damage still went into the tower. I think they were trying to get that out of the way so they don't take the damage, but still the golem had too much HP, so they had no other choice to take other than to take damage. But they do have the tornado this time, so next time maybe they can lurk it better.
They definitely could have a potential work with that tornado. And look at the damage. I guess in a way, OGN Entus is trying to keep their attention to the right side of the Princess Tower. But OP.GAMING is not going to have it. Just golem on the left.
You can kind of expect the minor placement there because of that tornado possibility for OP.GAMING too. So OGN Entus really thinking about the next options. On the great poison, you got to take care of that flying machine. If you don't have the fireball, you got to use the poison like that.
Here we go. This time around,
it's better.
They get a lot better. They get rid of the big golem and one of the golemites as well. So
by using that, what's that called again?
The bomb tower.
Yes.
Really?
Slipped my mind for a second. That's because the bomber is getting a huge buff.
Oh yeah.
I still can't believe it.
We're only focusing on that 28% hit point buff on the bomber.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Moving on. So by using that bomb tower, they actually saved tornado, which means they don't take the death damage as much to the tower.
Right, here we go.
Let's see if that continues in trend. When OP.GAMING used that lightning, it did a lot less damage to the golem, and that's why they had to use the tornado last time. Secondary flying machine after that poison, so
it's still gonna keep that bomb tower alive for the time being.
Okay, bomb tower cycle is what's important for OGN to defend against the golems. Nicely done against the flying machines, having that mega minion taking care of the second one.
Oh my god, but the bats, they connected. And look at all the damage that they have been doing on the bottom right.
It chips.
And the rocket, oh my.
And only about 100 something left. Not catching the mega minion, of course.
Another one.
But really close with the golemites on the left, but poison is going to be a little fast.
And it's rage and the flying machine. Oh, but the poison and the giant, giant snowball.
Yeah, poison was going on, and they have some more spells available. Flying machine, if it connected, I think it was going to be super close.
Yeah, the bats actually took the attention away from the flying machine, and like you said, if that flying machine connected one shot onto that top left Princess Tower, it was so close.
I want to take a look at the highlight again. I can't split I can't just have my left eye look at one side and right eye look at the other
like
side.
Like a lizard?
I am nowhere close to that 7,200 trophies like these players. This is the first moment. They got the tornado, but still the death damage.
Yeah, it does go through.
So this didn't connect after the first time because after the first set of cards, OGN found a nice cycle.
This is the end. This is the end. When this
Okay, so the defensive rocket comes, catching all of them with the rage flying machine, nice bat block, and the poison just finishing up just in time. Yeah, that was super close. Just one shot away. About like 0.5 seconds away.
Yeah, exactly. And I just noticed, since I saw the replay, it was the bats and the ice spears keeping the flying machine away for the time being. Wow.
Good catch.
Yeah.
As
All right, well, I guess well played for the side of OGN Entus, even though the game was super close and it could have gone any way because it's not 5Gaming's fault, you know. It's just, you know, OGN, they just calculated it right. They knew how to block away what they needed to block away for that win here.
And look at this. It's
okay.
Unless something's wrong, unless something is wrong on the screen, OGN called for a timeout.
They won and they called for a timeout.
Well, I'm trying to think logically, but this never actually happened. I don't think in 2 years, maybe just once or so. It's really rare to actually see these kind of things. Even though they won, it was super close. Maybe they want to brush up a little bit some of the minor mistakes that they have done. Maybe the coach just wants to give them some fresh air before going to the next one.
Yeah, that is possible. But when you said the minor mistake, I was like, they didn't make a mistake with the minor.
Yeah, the placements is kept up on the same one, even if after checking a lot of 5Gaming's cards, I think they could have changed up the placement of the miner a few times. But they made the right choice to keep the pressure off to the other lane of the golem because if you go for the same side, the pressure stacks up with the golem for 5Gaming. So OGN Entus knew exactly what to do. All comes from practice, and it was really close first game. A little weird that they called for a timeout, but I guess we'll see what happens in game. Thunder TNT together for OGN Entus. Kenzumeshi, excuse me, Jack for 5Gaming.
Yeah, and you were speaking as we've been seeing Kensumeshi and Kita-san on the 2v2 and Jack on the 1v1s, but yeah, switching it up.
Golem
it is kind of new.
A lot faster than the Giant, a lot faster than the Golem.
The Lumberjacks meet.
It's even going to have the Rage and the Log leading all the skeletons. Miners connect. Giant Punch is connecting.
Oh my gosh.
Mega Minion still survives.
And it's gonna... Okay, it's not gonna connect.
No, but still the Miners doing...
Look at the HP.
I think it did about like 700 damage.
So
Giant doing about 1,000.
It's so unfortunate. Baby Dragon's still there supporting it, but it's so weak in damage compared to the Prince that it's not going to delete the Prince. And yeah, this trade was definitely not worth it for 5Gaming in this first.
And OGN's going to have the crazy thing is that OGN's going to have this over and over again with the quicker cycle. So 5Gaming, they've got to bring something. They also had the Lightning, but it's Baby Dragon's a little too far away. To use that Lightning.
The Flying Machine is out there, and the Baby Dragon actually does connect like 3 hits. Oh my gosh,
that's gone.
Yeah, that's
gone with any spell. It can even go. It can even go down with a healing spell. Yeah.
Yeah, when they throw the potion, the glass cracking is going to do 12 damage.
It does 11 damage. Yeah. We're just joking, guys. No damage from healing potion. We know the game.
Yeah. But here we go.
Double golem. Okay, I thought it was going to be on top of the bridge to get more attention for the poison, but they want to keep the secondary attack going.
All right, so the double Prince down here defends this golem so cleanly.
Second golem. Second Giant coming down.
Okay, the Giant snowball deletes it. The Rage.
Along with the guards, it might be okay. It's going to have some punch.
2. All right, the Giant does get 2 hits.
Okay, Rage does make it a lot faster. Okay, I get it.
Super fast.
All
right, here we go. They're going to just finish it off. Open the pocket up on the bottom side with Zap.
They just have to defend.
Yeah.
And they've got a lot of tools, actually. Their own Rage, Poison, and also Electro Wizard to stun it.
The E-Wiz is definitely going to create a lot of opportunities for OGN Entus, slowing everything down here. Oh,
yeah, the Giants, the Pocket Giant, if they do it once again with the Lumberjack, they might actually have another crown here. But as long as they are pushing 5Gaming, they cannot go over that bridge. And we only have 5 seconds. Seems like we have a first 2-0 here.
All right. Seems like
timeout worked out.
Yeah, timeout definitely worked out. They wanted, like, I think it was true that they wanted to just finish this 2v2 more cleanly, in a cleaner fashion, rather than keeping it so intense. So after that timeout, they just literally just cleaned out.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Thunder and TNT just putting down that headset setting, saying, okay, we've done this about 7 million times.
Yeah.
So nothing new.
Not 8 million?
We never know.
Yeah.
We never know. As it seemed really clean, especially the first one was dirty. It was up to the first second of the game. Second game. Wow, just knowing that speed, Giant double Prince pushing, and their own poison catching a lot about. I'm missing words now.
Yeah.
Flying machines.
Yeah.
So it was a lot cleaner with the spell used and the synergy they actually had with all the units was incredible.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first game actually here. Super close, like we said. You guys can see this replay over and over, and you guys are gonna see like looking up and down, who's gonna win, who's gonna win. But that poison is just like a little bit faster.
Can't stop the poison damage.
Nope, you can't. All right, so well, this is the second game. Yeah, the super fast.
4-1, 5-2, 3, wait.
Yeah, but with that, so
I can't
much.
count.
Yeah.
So 3-4 punches from Giant and like 7-8
Shovel
more damage
hits,
shovels from Minor. That was about 1,500.
Yep, and the baby dragon at the end coming across the bridge with more than half health, landing a lot more shots to finish that off.
And against the Golem, double Prince is just enough. Also, I believe they also had Earthquake.
Yeah, they had Earthquake
It
at
also
the end.
slows down the unit. I believe 35% for a few seconds. It says TNT, smile a little bit when you win.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like that on the left bottom side. Smile sign.
Please smile. You know, it's a happy. Oh, there we go. He does smile. He is not an AI.
He's not an AI. He's not the alpha Clash Royale. He's the beta. But with that 2-0, okay, let's move to that next level. 1v1, Danny for OP.GAMING.
Yep.
With that minor ban. So a lot less minor. And on the other side, we do have Lava Hound ban.
So, you know, like you mentioned, G-Clef, Jack has been on that 1v1 roster in this season for OP.GAMING throughout until now. So Donnie has been playing his 1v1s, I guess, in a way, in King of the Hill. So
yeah, I remember Donnie being incredible on that King of the Hill.
Yeah, one of them he actually won, and then he was able to play like 2 games, and then another one he comes out. Unfortunately, in match 4 he lost, but in match 10 he was able to win his first game and kind of create a win condition for his team.
Hey, look at that, 1 crown. How does he have so many numbers?
Yeah.
From last season.
Yeah, last season. Yes. So yeah,
they already called for timeout. Lava Hound ban. So of course, first choice we're likely to see lots of Royal Giants. But 1 crown has been hiding all this time.
Yeah, he's been hiding.
Maybe he's got something special for us. So you have the minor ban. We have the minor ban. We see a lot of those P.E.K.K.A. Let's see if it continues. Set number 2. 1v1 Donnie versus 1 crown. 1 crown versus Donnie. OGN Entus on top in red. OP.GAMING at the bottom in blue.
Alright, Furnace being put down.
Is it going to be Royal Giant once again? Yes! It might be. It might not be. We've seen the graveyard.
Yeah, with this. But Donnie in the past, in this season, when he was playing King of the Hill, he did go with the Furnace Royal Giant deck. Twice out of 3 times.
Nothing surprising.
Yeah. So I don't know about 1 crown, but for Donnie at least, like he's done this before in the past.
But today might be the final day with this many Royal Giant, with the buffs of lots of cards coming.
Yeah. All the cards.
Just 1 day.
Yeah, all the cards are just buffs.
Yeah. 6. Oh, Barbarians.
Yep.
Yeah. Good way to delete that Royal Giant with just 1.
Yep. 1 hit.
Yep.
Oh, you were correct. It's the graveyard. And there we go, the Barbaro.
Yeah, with a lot more Barbarians. So, okay, Lumberjack, good way of defending. Barbarians connecting few damage along with that skeleton too.
It is. And look at the trade.
Nice.
Yeah. Donnie only got 1 Royal Giant hit. 1 crown.
Yeah, 1 crown having that graveyard, making sure of that because he had some Barbarians to go through. Okay, well, let's just pair it up because I pair up Barbarians along with graveyard anyhow.
Yep.
So, you see a lot of graveyard paired up with the Barrel because it takes shots away from that princess when you have the perfect time. But with many Barbarians, even better.
Yeah. We saw the 2 Barbarians go at the end and connect a couple shots here. So it's going to work out very well here. The Mega Minion, the Baby Dragon, deleting the Furnace, creating that opening for just one Fire Spirit to land.
Yeah, sometimes what One Crown has,
Yep.
instead of the Musketeer, we do see, with everything with the same, we do see some Baby Dragons
Yeah.
sometimes. But this
Instead
one
of the
works. Yeah,
Musketeer,
this one works perfectly.
There we go, Poison. Yeah. To get that Furnace out of the way, but the Royal Giant is put down in the back. Oh, okay, so he's gonna just try to opt to push this tower to do the damage here with the bar barrel like you were talking about.
Yeah, Donnie, I think he's saving up a little bit. He has that, unless it's something else, he has that lightning to delete that Furnace and the Musketeer. And I think it's about time.
There we go. But the Barbarian.
Yeah, but Barbarians are gonna do some, but the Raged. Yeah, okay, Raged, because it was Raged.
Yeah.
Royal Giant plus the Mega Minion. It was a little bit better against the Barbarians.
Definitely, they did clean out the Barbarians, not like last time.
So One Crown's gonna not give him that kind of angle to delete the Furnace, Musketeer, and do damage to the tower. That's the best choice of action for Donnie to have that lightning.
Okay. Well, now we have the Poison versus Lightning fight here now. 750
And
won for
Donnie really needs to push, but this one doesn't pair up with the Royal Giant, not enough elixirs.
Yep.
So trying to chip a little bit, which gives a lot more chance for One Crown to actually set up his own. No lightning this time, so perfect time for Musketeer. This cycle is actually really good for One Crown.
Yeah, it definitely is. If you put the Poison a little bit towards the right for that Furnace, it would have been
Graveyard.
a little bit better. The Ewis is put down, and the Lumberjack to defense.
Skeleton's connecting at the bottom. Okay, did some damage.
Yeah, it did. It's connecting again. Two.
Few more, and
It's
that's going to be it.
Okay, One Crown.
With that final shot of the Skeleton, taking care of 66 HP. It does one more damage.
Well, the Royal Giant, you saw One Crown kind of counter the Royal Giant when it was put behind the King Tower by kind of forcing it by putting down the Graveyard and the Bar Barrel to kind of force all the other supporting units in the front of Royal Giant instead of behind.
So we're off to the days, not the first day, first 2 days, first 3 days of the league. We're off to week number 2, the last day.
Yeah.
Soon we're gonna have week 3 and meta shift. But for today, if you end up just using the same deck of what kind of like what Donnie has, of course, lightning. I knew that was coming. So players 100% know that it's coming, and I don't want to be too negative about it because if you're good, you can still win. But because you have been dealing with this deck hundreds of times, it's just easier to work with. And I think that's exactly what One Crown brought here. And that's the reason why he had a lot better cycles against it, and he won.
Yeah, definitely. The cycle, I think, in a way, when you're playing, you know, a heavy deck, that this is what happens. This is one of what One Crown brought is one of the ways to kind of, in a way, counter a Royal Giant or a Lava Hound deck.
Yeah, that's why there's so many different varieties of P.E.K.K.A, P.E.K.K.A Ran, Royal Giant, Prince Minor Poison combo.
Yeah.
You have to staple 3, 4, 5 cards, but the other 3 we keep on changing it because we want to change it up and win like this.
Exactly. Well,
yeah, just from my notes, I've like
I see
just
it.
from the league, different decks of Royal Giants. I have at least like 4 or 5 of these 3.
Yeah. The only thing that
down.
comes into my eyes is the Mega Knight Minor.
Well, we have Mega Knight Minor, we have
Yeah.
Mega Knight. Wait, Mega Knight Battle Ram.
Yeah.
We have the Mega Knight Ram Rider.
Yeah.
So we actually have a lot of Mega Knight.
Yep.
I told you Mega Knight Log Bait too.
Yeah.
I think
that
that can actually come out a lot better starting next week with that log barrel buff.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Along with that Princess projectile speed buff. So
Yep.
actually that's gonna work in favor of that log bait deck.
We'll have to see about that.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to play a ton starting tomorrow when the update happens.
Yeah, we sound like fools, but that's because we love the game so much. And we're gonna see that meta shift real soon. Hey, you know what ending?
What?
If One Crown wins one more game,
Oh wow.
that's it for OP.GAMING.
Wow, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, no, we're sweeping through.
Oh wow.
Maybe it's the power of that timeout.
Yeah.
It's maybe better to call it early.
Yeah. And after
than
you
none.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah, because TNT and Thunder called it after they won.
Bandit calls for a P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. calls for... Never mind. No, E-Wiz are still in a lot of these decks.
And don't forget, Alpha has brought out a Bandit and a Mega Knight as well instead of a P.E.K.K.A. too. So.
Oh yes, yeah. Where the P.E.K.K.A. What P.E.K.K.A. is supposed to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now like we're just seeing so many variations to similar decks.
Okay, Miner is banned. Okay, so we might just have the Prince with that.
Yeah.
Poison.
Love poison. I love poison. Like I used to love Furnace as well, but like the poison, like so many people use poison now. It's like I'm like, okay.
Yep. There's that Battle Ram. No, not Battle Ram. Ram Rider.
Ram Rider. Ram Rider.
I'm confusing myself because of all the variations here.
All right. Well, now all we have to do is wait for that either P.E.K.K.A. or a Mega Knight to come out.
And what One Crown actually brought is what Donnie used last time.
So One Crown, it seems like he's kind of like
Dash.
Not literally provoking. There we go. The Mega Knight is gonna be on the side of Donnie here. Ooh, that one minion. Oh, it's gonna actually connect to the tower.
Yeah, the minion.
Yeah.
4
and the jump.
5 and the jump.
Oh, wow.
6 from minion.
Yeah. That's huge.
How many damage is that? Like 600?
Yeah.
Close, little less than that, right?
That's huge though. I just know it's humongous.
Yes. Bats minions, if they are left alone, they do a lot of damage. We know that for sure.
Right, here we go. Now, we were talking, maybe we jinxed One Crown saying that if he wins.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Donnie had to cycle out his E-Wizard just for free. So One Crown, he's not out of the game yet.
Going to show his last card as Lightning and just do as much damage as possible because he's taking so much damage with the poison because of the Furnace that he has to answer in a way. Because if he just keeps up like this, the poison might just kill him. Here we go. Bar Barrel. Get rid of that charge for the Bandit.
So One Crown, he doesn't really have to worry about the final. I think it's just going to be Snowball from Donnie, and it doesn't really... Okay, and the Lightning is the one that Donnie has to worry about as a spell.
It's catching up because the Lightning definitely does a ton of damage all at once.
So depending on how the Ram Rider snares the unit, I think that's going to give a lot. Okay, you don't have any ground other than the Bandit, so messing up his cycle, messing up One Crown's cycle, what Donnie is thinking with that Bandit.
Here we go.
But he's trying to pair that up with that Rage.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Up to 4.
Okay,
nice.
4. Wow,
that puts it
so
in Lightning
close.
plus any extra damage that finishes the game. But he's going to defend first.
The Mega Knight jumps in. Oh my gosh, the Bar Barrel does not take away
from that Bandit.
Nice comeback from Donnie. Super close. It was a fight, like, you know, up until the late game. We were just seeing Lightning and Poison just going back and forth. And then the Bar Barrel. One Crown, just 0.5 seconds earlier on that Bar Barrel, could have taken away the attention away from the Mega Knight. Just so slightly late.
So we have some similar decks with the P.E.K.K.A. as well.
Yeah.
P.E.K.K.A. is just so slow and exactly as what you see on the screen. The Mega Knight deletes all the units and connects to the tower sometimes when P.E.K.K.A. is fooled by some Ice Golems, stopped by the Skeletons for like 20 seconds, and probably for like 2 years by the Skeleton Army.
Yeah.
So that's why P.E.K.K.A. we're seeing less and less P.E.K.K.A.
This one.
A lot more. I think that Barbarian Barrel was about to connect to, but even after it, I think it was going to die from the Bandit Dash, and then it becomes a bridge for the next one. So One Crown had the final moment to push with his own raged Royal Giant. It was not close enough. He had some Lightning. Maybe if it was in the range of Lightning, under 307.
Yeah. If that was
just one more shot from the Royal Giant.
Very unfortunate.
But close game. I think One Crown really pulled out a good final move before his loss. But 1-1 tied. They have one more game to go. OGN Entus still on a match point. OP.GAMING want to go for that King of the Hill. And Donnie's the man to do it. Dan the man. Danny the man.
Yes, he is, if he wins. Yes, they are leaking. Remember, this may be match point, like G-Clef said. If one crowd is able to pull it off, this game is going 2-0. Furnace down once again.
Same decks. Never mind. Flying Machine.
Flying Machine.
And usually with the Flying Machine, it used to be, oh, if it's Flying Machine, it's just golems, golems, golems. But no, Flying Machines actually go in a lot of decks right now. And even against the Furnace, not bad. There's that Bandit for the dash.
Lumberjack coming down as well. Nothing too special yet. Okay, so we got the Royal Hogs coming through.
Yes.
This time, and usually, like we've seen the Royal Hogs, you know, placed as he just placed on the just on one side, but we've also seen these pros place it in the middle to do a 2-2 split just to chip away, and that actually helped them win a game in the past. But you know, we are seeing a lot of just one-sided Royal Hogs these days.
So he wants to take out the Furnace time and remove that timing with the Musketeer to have that attack with the Hogs. So that's the reason why One Crown's not putting down the Furnace to time it perfectly against the Hogs. So let's see who has the first move.
Everybody's just busy defending, but the Ewiz does connect on to the bottom left. It's not a big deal right now. Now, a minute left, double elixir.
Donnie's leading in a couple of elixirs, not too big. Let's see what else he wants to bring. Because One Crown does have the Royal Giant, and he wants to go for the push.
So much easier. The Royal Hog, there we go.
Early bats. Yeah, these Hogs not too effectful as the Barbaro and the Ewiz.
Lumberjack! Oh my god, Lumberjack, like 3 to 4
catch.
hits out the bottom left. Oh my goodness. So they are trading in a way, you know.
Royal Giant may have to be put down. E-Wizard is going to be deleted. Okay, One Crown does want to pair up perfectly.
Okay, there we go, another Royal Hog. In a way for the Furnace to kind of take its eye off.
Okay, that's the power of Furnace against the Hogs. And
The
Bridge.
Bandit! Ooh, the Ewiz, nice.
Good timing.
Yeah, it was close.
Perfectly timed by One Crown. He has to defend against these Hogs though. What else he has? It's not much. Lumberjack a little too late.
Yeah, that's not gonna be.
Okay, this one's gonna be a lot of damage, along with the bats that connect to the tower.
Not the tower, unfortunately.
Okay.
But either way,
I thought one of them at least.
Yeah. It's possible, but either way. Now, if you notice, One Crown's just busy defending. Donnie's not giving him a chance to kind of come forth with his own attack here. So
if Donnie opens up the slightest window of chance for One Crown, he's gonna put that Royal Giant along with that Lumberjack, who's busy defending all the time.
Yeah. This is what happens. Like One Crown, he wants to attack on the left side. But he's not giving him the chance. Donnie is making One Crown focus on the right, where he doesn't even need to commit that much yet.
So, yeah, this was a chance where he could have put the Royal Giant, but it's not perfect. It doesn't really pair up with the Baby Dragon, and he has to defend for these Hogs, and he's got to be ready for that with that Furnace.
Okay, there we go. The Royal Giant is finally
with that Baby Dragon now.
Yep. Oh, the barbs finally do come out. 1, 2.
Yeah, only gets 2 shots against the barb. So One Crown has to defend both now. And the Hogs might actually go to the right or the left.
Yeah, it doesn't matter here. Look at this. The Lumberjack and the Barbarian. Ooh, if the Lumberjack pushed the Barbarian so he can tank.
Okay, one shot.
But either way, if you look now, if we go overtime to 0 seconds, the lower HP of the Princess Tower, is going to win it. The Baby Dragon is actually going to hit like 2 to 3 times here.
Okay, I think One Crown's got it. As he just has to defend it with the Furnace. Dash does connect, but I think the Furnace survives for just a little longer. And the Hogs barely scratched. The bats are connecting.
Yeah, but the Ewiz, the
Not
split
much.
damage, it's so good. And 50 seconds. And if you notice, Donnie only has the snowball for that chip damage with spells. So if this Royal Giant just gets 1 hit, lightning to finish it off.
It actually does
not
none.
Gonna get it,
it does none, but he does have lightning, but no time to use it. Donnie's pushing his maximum right now. Bars used on the left.
Oh, that hit.
I think it dashed into it, right?
Yeah.
Just before the lumberjack. I heard some dash sound.
Okay, well, either way, 25 seconds. Oh, this is going to be big. If anything connects.
Flying machine onto the tower.
Oh, no!
Directly.
Oh, my God. Look at
Just
that.
in time.
Okay, so now you have to find the timing for the Royal Giant or the Lightning right now.
But One Crown's got, okay, predicted Barbarians for the Royal Giant on the left.
He's gonna Lightning it. There we go. 20.
But what else does he have?
Yeah, no, but it's okay. He's gonna win. 3 seconds. If the HP, yeah. So now, One Crown does win, and it is a 2-0.
That's it. I was so focused in the game, I almost missed the timing. Good catch ending,
wow.
right? Yes. One Crown.
Wow.
Even though it was this tense till the last second of the game, One Crown knew. He was reading the timer. He knew that time was up. Nicely done.
Yeah. You know, if that timer had like 10 more seconds or like...
Oh, like six more seconds.
Yeah. It could have gone to Donnie's side. Super close. That Lightning, I guess, was that game changer for One Crown here in this game.
And also Donnie keeping that snowball, making sure it doesn't push the Royal Giant, but it slows enough so that Barb take it out before any shots. But that's a lot of elixirs. 7 against the Royal Giant, so you got to make your Barbarians push at least worth it. Usually it does, but it's a little tough.
Yeah. And, you know, we saw when that happened, the snowball, Barb defending off the Royal Giant. And when it was pushing, the Barbarian barrel from One Crown basically, you know, did a very good job defending.
Yep. What an exciting day. OGN Entus taking a match against OP.GAMING, but that was only the second one. We've got one more coming right up for you guys. It is going to be match 1-8 between Chaos Theory and Kicks. That's right, at the bottom of the screen.
There we go.
We're going to be back very soon, so stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Play some Clash Royale, and we'll be back soon. Welcome back to Clash Royale League Asia. The last day of week number 2. Chaos Theory versus Kicks. We've got match 18 to go. We've had some really close games today. Let's see. And I personally want to see that action continue because we've got it down to less than 100 HP difference, going towards 6 minute. And counting, I think we had 2 of those games, counting the final Princess Tower HP.
Yeah, we did. And it was super close. And, you know, not only when that happens, but, you know, all the games, even, you know, a match that was won just before the clock hit 0. It was still very close, but now we do have Chaos Theory from Southeast Asia. We have Benzer, Dexter, JTV, and oh yeah, from USA. And these are players that, you know, most of us are used to seeing here. So we'll see how they pull off against Kicks.
Yeah, Chaos. Benzer is the star. And as I was also watching live yesterday, Benzer of course had a lot of fans.
Yep.
And I've noticed on chat. Of course, the ranker, as the season's about to end in, I believe, very soon.
Yeah, I think less than one.
Less than 1 day?
No, maybe one.
Maybe
yeah,
one day. Very
close.
soon.
Yeah, very
yes.
soon. But in the meantime, we do have Kicks from Southeast Asia. So we have 2 Southeast Asia teams going up against each other just like yesterday. So we'll see who will come out on top. But we have 6 players on this team. We have Onion, Me, 24, Malentin, and Legend, Lampo, and Dio Stitch.
Yes. A lot of members for the teams. You might say it's unfair. What's unfair?
What's unfair?
It is 2v2, 1v1. So we got that going. Oh, less than 20 hours left, actually.
Okay,
for
so
the
yeah,
season.
so less than a day left.
Time to grind.
Yes.
I think this is what a lot of the players are thinking about after the match. Kicks, they got a really good roster. They can actually flex and change the roster up, especially for 2v2. And look at this. Another set of tornadoes, just like Pronos. Chaos Theory is doing the same. And Royal Giant Band, Minor Band coming up from Kicks. Interestingly enough, I think we're going to have some really fun games, especially that 2v2 and 1v1 when Royal Giant's banned and also Minor is gone. JTBO, yeah, for Chaos. And of course, we've been expecting Benzer for that 1v1. For Kicks side, Maluntin, Dio Stitch, 2v2 pair, and Legend.
Yeah.
Benzer versus Legend!
Is going to be
it's
legendary.
Here!
It's going to be legendary.
Sorry for screaming, guys, but I can't be more excited about this one.
And Minor Band.
And Poison. Not Poison. Tornado Band.
So it's going to be excited. And
my face is about to explode.
Yeah, I know. And my eardrums are already ripped from you screaming.
Sorry, but
yeah. But you know, I just want to touch up on, you know, how Chaos Theory in the first week, we had JTV and Dexter's for 2v2, but it did not, you know, pan out as well as they wanted. And in week 2, match 11, it was JTV and oh yeah, this setup right now, and they came out on top. They won. So it seems like they're gonna keep this pair or this couple together for the 2v2.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect, because a lot of the teams are trying to gel and find the stable pair, and it's really good. They're actually already onto this sort of mood, sort of groove where they find the 2v2. Just going through a lot of decks. With that Royal Giant ban, we've seen a lot of Lava Hounds. Some Golem decks with Lava were also banned, but along with that Tornado, when Lava Hound is so much better when that Tornado's banned, when that Tornado is out there, and the Lava, especially when the pups come out, just drag with that Tornado, and they're basically gone. So, not saying they're useless, but a lot less impactful with that Tornado. So, Lavas can definitely come out with that Tornado ban.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they do decide, because I talked about this with Paper Thin yesterday too, when we saw a Lava Hound ban. We've been seeing in the first week like double Lava Hounds, especially in 2v2s, and it's not surprising, obviously. And you were talking about how that Tornado was banned, so we may actually be able to see those Hounds again come out in this first matchup.
Are we missing something? If we are, let's see it in the screen. Set 1 2v2. Kicks on top. Chaos Theory in blue at the bottom.
Yep. And
No,
also,
no move.
yeah, and while
Okay.
I was gonna say while we're leaking, Malinton and Stitch have been that pair for
Ram
kicks.
Ram Rider Rage combo.
Ooh,
And a Tesla. We've seen Expo from 2v2. And with that skeleton.
balloon. Okay, so we have the raised up balloon with. Oh my god! Even with the freeze. Oh.
One. That's at least
this
2.
This is lovely. Yeah, this is at least 2. Wow. We saw Stitch kind of like fist pumping because he was happy that it actually landed.
And here comes the counter punch from Chaos. But good guards. Lumberjack.
All right, there we go. Raged up. The Ram Rider. Oh,
Yes,
it's connecting a lot.
It's
and
on
the
range.
E-Wish.
And the bats melting down that tower now.
And still alive. The bats, the miner.
Even
fireball,
the fireball.
yeah.
So even after losing the tower, they're really low in elixir. Just look at what's happening on top and bottom.
Oh my gosh.
You can read the numbers, guys. And Chaos Theory, they know if they're low in elixir because they had that major push, they would be defending already. But Kicks, they also know that they're lower in elixir.
Yeah, Kicks, you know, they were happy that the balloon connected twice, but the counter punch.
That fireball.
It doesn't even matter anymore. Now, as long as they just keep the focus on the left side and keep Kicks busy for the next, couple minutes, they're just gonna win pretty easy here.
And they know that balloon freeze is the combo to win the game for Kicks.
Yep.
So Chaos, and they also got Inferno Tower. So as long as they have good knockbacks from the fireball and the snowball, seems like they got control of the game.
Oh, here we go once again. Raised
Rider,
up Ram Rider does land. The miner on the bottom right is defended by the E-Wiz. Not going to be too critical, but here we go. The real attack comes with the Lumberjack and the balloon, but this time.
Never mind. Here we go.
Oh, they got the Infernal Dragon as well with just 1 drop.
I thought that might be actually defended with the snare from the Ram Rider, but they don't even care. They're off the 2nd crown already. That's actually working out because the snare is actually deleting some skeletons, which is good for the Lumberjacks to push.
Here we go, the back.
The
fireball.
Freeze may come in just at the late cycle.
Ooh, look at that. Oh
but
my gosh.
Inferno stopping that.
The Ram Rider snare and then the Infernal Tower coming down right under it. It's just... But look at that. Top right is... And bottom right, they're both down right now. So, it's evened up. The King Tower, the HP difference, but look at the Princess Tower, 1200, a lot, way lower.
Let's see, there's another option for Chaos Theory, but they're lower in HP for the Princess Tower, so they gotta work on that first. That's why they're throwing the fireballs.
Okay, one good defense, and
it doesn't connect to the balloon. The bats come, but the freeze is available, I believe.
And the bats will delete the E-Wiz.
Good knockback, but the freeze is here.
The fireball!
Just 1 is needed. Goes through the bats, but right before.
Wow, that
only the death damage. The bats actually created a maze for balloons, for the balloon to go through.
Right, so they have to defend this off.
This may be it with the fireball, and it's going to be really close with the secondary lightning, a log.
Look at them. Oh.
Both teams going for the everything fireball. Not just in time. And also fireball missed does 201, so it was still going to have 1 HP.
Exactly.
But that was a close game.
Wow. They're gonna start it off like this. I don't believe it. Oh my gosh.
See what Group B brings us. And then it's actually incredibly close.
It seems like before they come on stage, they kind of practice to make the rounds become close. That's how close it is. It's like they planned this.
Yeah, I want to take a look again how Kicks made a comeback. Of course, they ended up using the fireball and lots of spells on the right bottom. But certainly, Chaos Theory had their numbers after getting the first one down. See, bottom right still having 568. I think they just...
So here we had the miner.
The miner and the fireball. Okay.
Wow, but still.
So look at this. Going through the bats. Nope.
And the King Tower just, you know, helping out. It's a huge deal, especially for a balloon that has nothing in front.
If they defended the miner perfectly with the guards, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe one more HP after the fireball. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Maybe, but
it was a close game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's these kind of small things that all adds up to the last moment. Maybe you have done something wrong. Maybe there was some mistake, some miscommunication between the two. If you can just change this up, you've got the next game. I think that's exactly what both teams are thinking.
We'll see how the second game plans out. Kicks definitely need to take a win here unless they want to move straight to set 2.
No timeouts yet. No Royal Giant. No Tornado. And with that, we had a lot of balloons and miners.
Alright, finally we get to see that Lava Hound come through. As we were expecting at least one of the games
and
today.
Since it's just air units, Lumberjack onto the left.
Cannon and the balloon. Okay, so in a way, Kicks is kind of keeping a similar deck right now for starters. But the Miner and the Lava Hound and the Baby Dragon are on the right side, just
and Fireball
torturing.
Yeah, they had to use a snowball once again.
Yep. And the Mega Minion actually gets 2 hits off on the top left Princess Tower as well. So right now it's not a huge deal, but Kicks definitely took some damage compared to Chaos Theory, defending everything pretty nicely here.
Yep, 2018. Last year.
It is last year. Like, I'm used to when I'm casting, they go, oh, welcome 2018, blah, 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 but it's 2019.
Who's watching this video in 2019? That's what we have on YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
But a little more lead for Chaos, of course. They gotta use... Okay. Chaos should know that the freeze is coming, so they're waiting for that time.
There we go.
It's the same deck from before, but they can't really stop it directly. And they were willing to sacrifice one shot.
Yeah. See, if that freeze got the Princess Tower as well, I think the balloon could have gotten at least 2 hits down there. But the Princess Tower was not frozen here by the freeze, so they only get 1 drop and the damage. But look at this. Look at this. They are just... They lightninged it, but still, it's going to get that... Wow. They're just willing to sacrifice.
Okay, just not enough for that King Tower, but the counter push is coming with the Miner connecting already. Bats are on it, but the lava.
Okay.
And an offensive poison from Chaos. Kicks, I think they... Okay, with that zap.
Yeah. They are able to defend it.
They have a lot more spells. They have the Snowball, they have the Fireball, and also Tesla.
Here we go.
Going for that King Tower.
Kicks, yeah, they are trying to go for it.
So good drag by the Tombstone because they have the freeze, but defensive freeze on top.
Yeah, they definitely needed that. They want to keep that alive.
And
but
a good D against the Miner with the guards, but still some damage is going in with the Pups.
The Pups and the Miner in the back too.
So
it's doing damage. Okay.
They
tie it up.
Let's see the choice of action. Seems like Chaos Theory should just go left.
Yeah.
After defending their own King Tower. Kicks, I think they're really thinking about the King Tower.
Yeah, King Tower is definitely lower than the Princess Tower. Obviously, you guys can read the number for yourselves. And they are listening to you. They are just going to go for the left.
No, but with the lava.
Okay. No, but Kicks, they go to the right. The balloon is basically dead already, even before reaching the cannon here. The Pups, Snowball.
Yeah, not too much damage with the Tesla. Teslas can just take out the Pups really easy. Same, just like the minions.
All right, the Tombstone was put down all the way over there.
All the way over there.
No pull will be happening here.
There will be a freeze this time. Yes, just in time balloon.
Okay.
With the death damage and the Miner is doing damage actually.
300.
It's
okay.
so low at the bottom of the screen. We can't
oh my
see
gosh.
It.
Giant Snowball, Zap, and Fireball.
No, but what connects after the lava? I think we have to wait for that action.
No, King Tower might just go down if they just spell it to death.
So
but they have to defend this, I guess.
Yeah, defending on the left side, 1020 with the Miner. It's doing some damage, but they got the spell zone going.
Lightning! Poison's still on there. Zap.
What else do they have? Poison? Zap?
Oh my god, look at the miner. And the fireball. 18!
One more. And that miner placement was close to impossible for you to predict. if they did, that would have been amazing because if they had one more lightning, that was game, right?
Yeah. Wow. The King Tower in a 2v2 is so long, like it's basically like almost impossible to predict. But if they did, like you said, it would have been a moment to scream.
Oh yes.
But now they tie it up. Wow. So close. I love Group B. They show us such close games. And there was that moment where Chaos Theory puts the tombstone down on right next to the Princess Tower and doesn't drag the balloon.
Yeah, they were expecting the balloon because it came to the right side right before. And then they also wanted to cycle, so they got to put that tombstone down before.
Yeah, this one. Unfortunate with the freeze. Buy them a lot of
I guess that freeze didn't catch the baby dragon on top because it moved out. Maybe that was it. I think the balloon could have done, but they ended up winning anyhow, so it doesn't matter.
So close.
Yeah, it's really hard to predict. It was one spell away. Close 2v2s happening over and over.
This is what happens when the miner is alive.
Oh, we can't ban anything, but Tornado, Rojan, I'm pretty happy with these bans. At least we don't see that big body guy with that cannon on its right hand. Right hand? Left hand?
Right hand. Right hand.
Left hand.
Left hand? No, it's right hand.
But we'll find out soon. Not this game, maybe the set after.
Yeah.
I think it's the right hand.
We'll see.
But see, on the ban picture, it's on
the picture, it looks like it's on the left.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, it may be on the right. Yeah, I think it is on the right hand when he's summoned.
I'm an Expo user, so.
All right, well, Lava Hound again.
I'm not ashamed for not knowing that.
Okay. Well, it seems like both the sides, basically, the starting attack is pretty similar. It seems like Kix is going to stick with the Lumberjack Balloon and the freeze. Actually, nice one. 2 drops.
With the rage.
Good stuff. But the miner, the baby dragon, the Lava Hound, and the pups are connecting.
Okay, they're low on elixir, so they were waiting for that fireball for that 4 elixir. And look at the numbers after all these attacks.
But if you notice, yeah, 600 damage for Chaos Theory bottom right, but look at both the Princess Towers, 1300, 1500. So in a way, this opens up more ways for Chaos Theory to approach this attack, whereas Kix, they have to get rid of that bottom right first.
Yeah, I think they can surely do it because it's only 600. Okay, they didn't. Okay, never mind. Stop.
Yeah, they're just gonna let that go. And the tombstone does pull away the balloon, but it's already too late. Oh, double lava. Okay, they want to go in all the way.
This bomb tower will actually get the explosion damage, the death damage onto some of the air units as well.
The top left tower, okay, I was going to say it's most likely going to die, but the freeze actually might have bought them some tower. Yeah, it's still going down. Yeah.
It's connecting. I thought they were going to use some more spells, but look at the elixirs on top.
Yeah.
Really low. And Chaos Theory, knowing that, they just pushed their way through, and they still have a lot more now. Talking about the secondary tower.
Wow. Like I said, this is going to open a lot of ways.
King Tower. Chaos Theory, they got lots of options. Pretty healthy on the King Tower and the Princess Tower.
Here we go. We have an attack coming from Kix here. Double Lumberjack here, and that Tombstone obviously not going to pull away the balloon. Only the death damage will be going in. Double Lava Hound once again. This worked out very well for Chaos Theory in that first push.
I can see a defensive freeze coming, but can they actually use it? They don't even have that much elixirs. They use the offensive balloon. That's a lot quicker. Late, it comes a little too late. And they're looking for 3 crowns. It's gonna be a 3-crown game. Chaos Theory takes the first set.
All right, well, this double Lava Hound, yeah, they do sacrifice the first. Look at him going out on a piggyback.
Carry!
Carried. Yeah. But either way, I was saying, this double Lava Hound, yeah, Chaos Theory, they sacrificed that first tower, but you know they know how strong the double Lava Hound with the the baby dragon, the mega minion in the back, like how strong it is, and they were just able to push through.
I think it requires a lot of teamwork, especially to have something like freeze. Kicks tried that multiple times, and some of those freeze was just not as clean as you think. I think they were really pushing that, okay, we have freeze, but we have to use this, you know?
Yeah.
Having that kind of stress
Yeah.
and a plan, it works sometimes, and sometimes you can get a really nice start on it. But Chaos, they were really prepared for it, and they got their own push. They were having good read on the elixirs.
Especially when you already know the opponent has freeze. You play mind games. You kind of like put down one small defensive unit and they freeze it, and then you put down one right after. Like, you play mind games, you spread it apart.
Chaos Theory, they had the Tombstone. With the knockbacks, you can draw it to the farther away Tombstone with the snowballs. So there were lots of different ways for Chaos Theory to work with that balloon freeze.
Yeah, this desperate balloon, all solo balloon going through. We have two of the kings attacking it with the princess. It's not gonna get there.
So there were some tough choices for Kicks.
Yep.
And not close enough. Chaos Theory, they win the first set. And time to switch the gear, switch the engine, switch the transmission. Chaos Theory, Benzer. And look at that number. Already 4-0 on King of the Hills.
This is this season. It's not last season, guys. This is this season already. Benzer is racking up his ratings, racking up his ranks and scores in this Clash Royale League already.
7,064. That's not updated to today. He's around like 7,200. Yeah, close to where Legend is. 7,181 from Nova. Of course, if you are familiar with Clash esports, all around Supercell esports, Nova is one name that you just had to know of. Is for clans, teams, or clubs.
Yep.
Even pretty popular in Brawl Stars.
Yeah.
And this guy is known as the Legend himself. Oh, look at that grin.
Look at that smirk. Oh, we'll see what happens in this game, because it's going to be a legendary game here. Benzer versus Legend.
Yep. We have the Tornado Miner band. With that music, we're ready. I'm ready. My soul's ready. Let's give him a good game. Yeah. Let's give him well played. Let's give him a thumbs up. Surgical Goblin.
Yeah, I know.
Giant.
Alright, we do have the bandit coming through. Giant on the right side.
We did already had a giant prince, or those are giant dark prince coming earlier today.
Yeah. Well,
which was fantastic against the Golem deck.
Right. The P.E.K.K.A.
Oh. P.E.K.K.A. against the giant. Ooh, Benzer's not happy about that.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I hate it when the P.E.K.K.A. gets dropped.
But he does have the guard, so
yeah.
The P.E.K.K.A. is not really going to get close to the tower. That there's no way.
It's kind of like when you still have the guards, like you say, it's not gonna get the tower, but you can't attack either. Yeah. So it's like very stressful.
Legend can use a snare from the Rem Rider to actually tie up some of the units, especially slow down the giant and the prince sometimes, but it's going to be a tough cycle for him too. So before the minute mark, before that ×2 elixir, just scrolling through the cycle a little bit.
Now this time P.E.K.K.A. is met on the left side. And I'm pretty sure, you know, Benzer expected this to happen, and he's just gonna go with it anyways. Try to kill it off. Oh, okay. The is gonna actually buy, I guess, a little bit of time. Barbell. Oh, Ice Bear coming through as well. Ooh.
Not the most. Yeah, there's
All right,
the rider
this
now.
is it.
Yes, we knew that was coming, but yeah, he does have the guards. Gets the charge. Or snap, 18-18.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming through on the side of Legend here.
I think Benzer wanted to have the Musketeer down. So I think that was the goal, but that actually kept the Musketeer alive a little bit more.
Alright, well it seems like Legend is just gonna mirror what Benzer is doing on the same side with the P.E.K.K.A. So unfortunate that he had to meet the P.E.K.K.A deck here. And, oh my gosh, even the lightning. Oh, double? I don't know. This
Cycling through with the Barbarians. But he does have the E-Wizard stopping them from approaching.
So now when you see the double Giant against the P.E.K.K.A, we're like, ah. But now when you see the double P.E.K.K.A with the Ram Rider, this is gonna hurt.
This is defendable, but it's gonna be a lot of damage.
This is gonna hurt. Look at how healthy the P.E.K.K.A
Not anymore
is.
with the dash! Or just a tad too late.
Wow.
Okay, we had one Ice Spirit just going to the left. I think that actually made somewhat of difference here.
Yep.
Maybe Benzer was thinking about his own attack onto the left side along with that Ice Spirit, but Legend gave him no time.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess in a way, when you drop down a Giant and you see a P.E.K.K.A get dropped down, you know, you already know that it's not gonna be an easy game, obviously. And like when you drop a Giant down, and when I'm playing, a mini P.E.K.K.A gets dropped, I still get stressed. But when a P.E.K.K.A gets dropped, it's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, Benzer did try his best to try to kind of cycle through fast with putting down the E-Wiz as well as the Prince down.
So, yeah, with that Bar Barrel coming down from Legend, that's why Benzer was waiting for that time, actually putting the guards all the way towards the tower.
Yeah.
If not, he would just put it towards the bridge and stop that P.E.K.K.A and make sure the Princes connect along. Prince, as long as the Prince survives and does a lot of damage with the guards are defending against the Musketeer and the P.E.K.K.A. But with that amount of spell and the snare helping out for Legend, it was really tough for Benzer when he was already losing the matchup with that P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah.
So both players really knowing that counter. Benzer just had a worse deck in this counter matchup.
Yeah, just basically deck outplayed. Not the skill-wise, but the deck itself was just Legend had a better deck overall. But we'll see what happens now. We're going to see a timeout coming through from Chaos Theory, obviously, to try to keep this in the bag. And, you know, I might add, Chaos Theory won set 1. So if they do somehow Benzer beats Legend here in set 2, they can take the clean win home. But if not, we do go to King of the Hills here. So that's why they took that timeout after that loss.
It's going to be painful for Benzer. That game 1, even though it was a big counter deck by Legend, it seemed really clean. And how he brought it down on the table. Benzer, it seemed like he just had no way of winning. It was really tough. As you can defend it, but when your cards are that much countered, then you can't even put the guards where you want. Because all the other units are countered so much, that's when you know, okay, I might just not have any chance of winning this matchup. So that was really tough. So I'm sure he has made some changes for this next game. Ready? Let's go.
Spirit Goblins. Now we see Benzer going through,
Benzer wants to go for that skill matchup. I like it.
Yep.
Already a couple shots from Hog.
Ram Rider. But look at this, Ram Rider taking the damage. One of that minion does get 2 shots onto the Princess Town.
But nothing too serious.
Yeah.
Benzer had that tower in cycle just in time. As Legend, I think he wants to try.
What's gonna happen? Especially for Benzer. Gonna play it very careful here. Doesn't want to lose out 2-0.
Quick cycles will come from Benzer. against the P.E.K.K.A, he has to really connect
There
that
we go.
Inferno,
Finally
along with
does.
some. Yeah, that was actually crazy. The enemy,
Yeah.
we saw the animation, but not even
Yeah.
going into with the damage.
I was like, he was he almost hit it.
If never mind, just passing on to the next point. Hogs, snare just making it a lot slower.
But yeah, with the bats, the snare does tend to kind of go in order of the units near. It doesn't focus on
I think
one.
Legend also has a Musketeer, but didn't want to pair that up with a weird combo.
Yeah.
So just throwing down the Bandit for now. So I think he wants to have the next set of attack a little stronger.
Yeah, so this time around, Benzer kind of feeling better. Legend bringing out the same deck. Benzer changing it up to a little bit faster cycle deck. Doing the poke damage with the Hog Rider is actually working out a lot better for him.
So Spear, this is really a chance for Legend.
Ooh.
So that's why Benzer's going
There
to
we
change his
go.
attack on the left side. Spear Goblin has been used, so he's going to drag it with the Ice Golem.
The lightning does cancel out, but it's still going to do a lot of damage to that P.E.K.K.A. Nothing, making it dumb.
Goodness, these two just working left and right. Here comes the Earthquake,
gosh, even an
slowing
earthquake.
and doing damage to the tower as
Yep.
well, but let's see Benzer.
Ooh, the giant snowball and the
Dash
dash
into the
connects. Ram Rider doesn't connect, unfortunately, but look at the HP now.
Yep, that's Lightning, 3 Snowball, 2 Lightnings. So Legends getting closer to that final attack, but the Hulk push with that Ice Golem. Earthquake, there's that one shot.
Two, one more. Oh my gosh, really?
Any spell, but both spells were just used.
Yeah. He just
But
has
Legend
to.
has to cycle through
Oh,
a
there we go.
lot more cycles.
That Ice Golem is going to buy him some time. Spear Goblins as well. Lightning. There we go.
Earthquake, yes. And Bender's gonna get it.
Yeah, Benzer definitely had that quicker cycle deck. So even though you were correct on Benzer using both the spells right at that attack, he was able to cycle through again.
And also Legend had more than Lightning to actually go through.
Yeah.
Over 307. And not bad, not bad. Legend actually found this cycle with the Musketeer. He was trying to set up, but that was all destroyed by that sudden left Hog Rider bad attack from Benzer. So Legend, he wants to keep up his P.E.K.K.A, Battering Ram along with the Musketeer. That's why he was buying all this time. And he had all the foreplay to set this up, but Benzer just throwing him off.
Wow.
So
If
this was the
somehow,
moment.
yeah, this was the moment.
Good knockback. So the Hog does one more shot.
Yep, I never doubted Benzer with this deck because, such a fast cycle deck and it was a bandit. You can pull away the Barbarian, the bandit, everything. Benzer had the Ice Golem, Spear Goblin, so many utility, cheap units to work with, and he was able to cycle through super fast to finish off that 19 HP Princess Tower, tying it up 1v1.
Both players really want to show their skills for that cycle deck. I think they're gonna look for that cheaper cycle because you can out-cycle the opponent, and it's about how you defend against it. But we're ready for that final game of set number 2: Benzer versus Legend. Legend versus Benzer.
All right, this is it. Here we go.
Yeah, this was the exact attack that threw off Legend.
Yep.
Last game.
Oh my gosh, this is hurting. The
Few
bats,
shots.
yeah.
Mhm. That was just enough to actually keep it up. Oh, I think Legend is thinking that, okay, I know what you're trying to do.
I think
I can
this.
just play a little better.
I think this is like now that Benzer has beaten him in game 2, they're both gonna keep the same deck. This is the battle of pride.
Early Lightning because he wants to get this. Okay, no charge, but still a damage. Yeah, Bandit will take all the bad shots.
But still, 2 shots from the Hog Rider every time.
Uh-huh.
It's not something that you want.
And that's something that Legend chose to spend on the lightning to take out the Inferno and to damage the tower a little. So both players really know when to push the limit. Spence is really taking it for the cycle, but Legend, for him to bring the same deck, he has to know that there's a better cycle for him to actually make better moves, to be leading in damage. And that's exactly why he brought the same one. Let's see the change.
Ooh.
Valkyrie.
Probably Pekka.
Valkyrie sometimes becomes...
Ooh, Benzer, here we go.
Once again, but Legend this time a little better prepared.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Valkyrie just sometimes becomes a dummy.
Especially when there's a Ram Rider, but still, I guess in a way, this time around, Benzer splitting up the archers and the Valkyrie and the giant snowball to push the Ram Rider back was just, you know, perfect timing for all those 3 cards to be used.
It actually tanks not just the P.E.K.K.A shots, but it actually keeps the bandit away. So let's see what the Valkyrie changes. And Legend is always ready with the minion onto the right side against the Hogs. Prono deleting the P.E.K.K.A. Archers just in time, so no real crazy damage coming down from Legend. When Benzer is always putting up some Hog damage.
Yep, this is the problem. Every time. The Hog pokes with the bats. It's going to force him. Oh, okay, this time.
It's going to get one because you have to be really fast with the P.E.K.K.A to have the perfect one against the Hogs. Plus you're using a lot more elixirs, so you better have it perfect.
It's going to be still good to get rid of that P.E.K.K.A. Right, so now this is a very kind of like a deja vu.
Strong push from the left side.
Still gonna get one hit off.
Just at the end.
Alright, but if you noticed, you know, Benzer sticking with that quick cycle, the cheap deck, he's gonna be able to defend these cheap units with no problem. And look at the Princess Tower just being chipped away.
They're both waiting for that next card to come out. It is the Hog onto the right.
Get that one hit.
Benz is always playing that next level mind game, and Legend following that right after, connecting with his own Ram Rider this time onto the left side. Still connects with that Inferno.
There we go, and Hog. He knows that the
Snare
left side
this time, so Dash does go in.
Ooh,
but the snowball pushes in, so takes an extra shot.
It does take that shot.
So Benzer started to use Earthquake because he wants to bring it down with that spell damage now, along with that snowball. Maybe he may has to hold on to it against the Ram Rider.
As long as he defends this just once, and he's able to counter it with the spells.
Okay, Lightning. He was waiting for this time, but still a lot of units in defense.
Okay, nice pushback.
So Benzer, as long as he connects whenever he has some time to use that Earthquake, he will be okay. And a minute to go.
Exactly. So just a Hog. Yeah, there we go. A Hog. Earthquake. Snowball.
Okay, this is game.
Yeah, one hit. Earthquake. Wow.
I'm bummed.
Yeah.
Because I thought we were going to see something different from Legend by keeping up the same confident deck from game number 2, which he lost against Benzer. Of course, he had better defense reactions against the Hog Rider bat onto the offside with minions sometimes, but that wasn't enough for a perfect defense. He ended up putting P.E.K.K.A down, but still a scratch. So Legend, I think he was really getting caught off guard by Benzer's timing and the speed of attack, which is at the next level. So that gives a win for Chaos Theory, and that's actually it for today, guys.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I did not expect this matchup, Chaos Theory versus Kicks, especially in set 2, Benzer versus Legend, to go off this way and to finish this game, this matchup like this.
I'm not going lower in energy, but I was expecting something else, but I wasn't really surprised, to be honest, from Legend today. And Benzer just kept up with his cycle with the Hogs. Could not be stopped perfectly. This is what we have as the result. Both Japanese teams losing. Both Korean teams losing here, and Chaos Theory on the left taking the final match. And that sums up for week number 2.
Yeah, that was a clean match in a way, I guess. But yeah, I'm surprised that Legend didn't choose to adapt to Benzer's deck that he switched, because Benzer was able to adapt to Legend's deck after losing game 1, and he was able to win game 2. But you know, Legend, it could have been more interesting, I guess, in a way for this tournament to see him adapt to Benzer's deck.
Oh, look at that. And with that, Chaos Theory lines up with OP.GAMING from Group A, the only 2 teams with 3 match wins. And we're going to get a lot more numbers. Of course, SNG, the set and games.
Yep.
We do count that plus minus, as you can see right top, yellow font. Match first in the head-to-head between the teams, and then set, game, tower, which is crown counts. Yep. I don't think we're going to go all the way to the crown counts, but still, basically, we're going to have all the numbers together, so just in case of a tie between the match.
Alright, well, this is the schedule for week 3, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you guys haven't seen the overview, go back to the beginning of this broadcast. You know, we have the times and the dates.
7 p.m. KST.
Yeah.
What's on the screen?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys do have this information. We will stick with, you know, AB for the time being here.
Look at that, match 20. OP.GAMING versus Brand Esports. Ooh, that's something I want to really put my attention to on Thursday, of course. Game with Sandbox. Okay. I want to see who comes out for that 1v1 for that matchup. Definition Gaming versus Talent. Ooh. That's going to be a 31 too. But look at all these matchups. Just stacked roster is going to be crazy. And the most important part, not about this, is about the balance patch.
Oh,
it's coming tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
When the season ends, it's going to hit. And maybe we'll see a meta shift. I can't be 100%
No, no, you can't say maybe here.
Because Royale Giant is still really strong, and there's no change to it. And so maybe wall breakers.
But like but like you know, we just touched up on it a little bit, but the change that's happening, usually it's like some buffs and some debuffs or some downgrades, but this time everything is just being buffed.
Yeah,
like
more range, more area attack for Dark Prince, and we've got exciting stuff for coming. And I can't say stuff anymore because it's going to be incredible. Clash Royale League Asia continues with week number 3 next week with the new patch. So guys, stay tuned. We'll see you Thursday.